Mike, turn your games down.
Hi, dude. Welcome to another What Are You Playing episode of Games My Mom Found. This one is for December of 2025. And who's been playing some games with me tonight? I don't know. Did I say my name's Mike? And I'm Mike Albertin. All right, there we go. Someone, yes, Joe.
I am Joe Butler, and I'll power wash your simulator.
It's the resident souls sicko of the Games My Mom Found community, Kerry.
I feel like Kobe would have things to say about that.
I'll fight him.
I'm finding out how everything burns. I'm Desiree Korruption.
And to round things off, I'm Kyle, and you better not pout, you better not cry, you better not something. I'm telling you why. Kyle Claus is coming to town.
Hey, that is fitting. We are recording this shortly before Christmas, and this is being released the week of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. It's a Christmas miracle. I'll have a podcast on Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll have one released on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, for the record.
Hooray!
God bless us, everyone.
I agree.
I mean, the episode on Christmas Eve is not exactly a Christmas movie, but it takes place during Christmas. There's just a lot of
Hey,
sex.
Yeah, good.
So, it's a cult movie.
People have sex on Christmas. That's fine.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure this movie that I'm talking about is weird as fuck. So, we'll see.
Weird shit on Christmas. Hell yeah, I love that.
The hell?
All right, now we start this off with what I've been up to first. So, I haven't been playing any mobile games or anything that isn't for the show to talk about, unfortunately. I quit Snap. I haven't gone back. I don't miss it. I even left every group I was in, and whenever Facebook's like, hey, look at this ad, I'm like, get this shit out of my face.
Yeah, I was
Like-
about to ask if you were still in it or not.
No,
Damn,
I quit. I quit the drug. I'm not going back.
Good for you.
Hey, congratulations. It's
I
a tough
had to.
it's a tough withdrawal to go through. I'm proud of you, Mike.
I enjoyed
I've been
it a
there.
lot, but they
Oh, of
fucked me
course.
over, so I had to leave.
Well,
you know what? Good for you.
that kind of brings me to kind of something before my segment, if possible. That next year, my New Year's resolution and whatnot is to quit playing mobile gas games, like game as a service games and whatnot, and like computer ones, to focus on more single player only offline
Good
games.
idea.
Yeah, that's what that's what I've done over the last couple of years.
So I don't have any games to mention. What about you, Joe?
So I'll start off with a game that I, for some reason, have been playing nonstop for no actual very specific reason. I've been playing Power Wash Simulator 2.
That just came out, so I can, makes sense.
Yeah,
On what system?
I'm playing my PC.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Seems like
Yeah.
it would you would want a mouse for it.
Oh yeah. Get those mouse and keyboard controls.
Well, controller support is very well integrated, I think. I play it
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, and playing with the controller is I think, just as good.
Controller
good.
support for first-person stuff is like kind of better than ever. Like we really have it good. Like it doesn't matter if you play controller or keyboard and mouse. Like both sides of the discussion have it pretty good right now. Like you really can't complain.
Yeah.
I play with controller on everything, every possible
No, of course.
time I can, because
Same.
I'm a weirdo. Also,
Mouse and keyboard, I will die on that hill that it is better for first-person shooters.
No, it's very much true. Ever since I got like a better gaming computer, like, and I've been doing it more often, I'm like, oh, I totally get why people love this. Like, this is super comfy. Like this, like the whole simple notion of like aiming with a mouse, just that that feels so satisfying. Just
It really does.
Well, if I may, it is kind of hard if you mainly play games sitting down in a chair or a sofa or laid across your bed.
I sit in a chair and I can mouse and keyboard just fine.
Yeah, I have my PC set up in my living room to my TV, and I use a wireless mouse on the arm of my recliner. But
Yeah,
I also
there
play
are
a lot of
ways-
stuff with controller.
No, but even then, there are ways to make that accommodations work with no matter like what way you're sitting down, like on a bed or whatever. Like there are wireless mouse and keyboards. There's all sorts of stuff. There's accommodations. I mean, honestly, the only I think bit of criticism I could give like modern control stuff with like mouse and keyboard is I'm a left-handed person. I'm somewhat ambidextrous. I'm like mostly like 95% left-handed, and I have a good friend of mine who's also left-handed, and he's had a bitch of a time getting certain games working with the left-handed mouse support, and like it's kind of sad. Like I remember, I think he was trying out Borderlands 3, and like Borderlands 3 just did not work on left-handed support for PC, and it was like he just gave up on it. Like, fuck this shit. Like, this is
Just blame Randy Pitchford for some reason. I'm sure it's his fault.
No,
I will.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it actually is his fault. Fuck that guy. But now, like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
more games need to have better left-handed support for gamers. You know, there are left-handed gamers. Damn it.
Anything else you want to mention?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. I've got that. Well, I play a controller. I've got the thing which I like to refer to as dumb fingers, which is basically just I have a hard time using my own fingers to like hit like the Q and E and tab and stuff. So I
totally get it. I can get that.
But funny enough, since we were talking about mobile games, I've been playing a not mobile game that's basically a Devil May Cry knockoff. I've been playing a game that is based off the Solo Leveling anime that was actually it was a gacha game, but they took out all of the mobile stuff. Yeah.
Wow, it was a gacha game first, and then they literally took out all the gacha stuff and made it like an actual game. That's awesome.
That's
so
cool.
and it's
wow.
It's $40, which isn't a bad price for what I saw as like a 20-hour game.
Basically, like reformatting a game into an actual like gameplay game. Like that's not that bad of a price. That's pretty impressive. Jeez.
I didn't hear what game did you say that was?
It's Solo Leveling. It's based off
right off the anime.
Yeah.
Based off the anime. That's okay. I like Solo Leveling. It's an alright anime.
Technically, it's an anime based off of manhwa, which is Korean.
Right, a Korean comic. Right, yeah, manhwa.
I thought you said manhwa for a second. I was like, something else.
I have not read the manhwa or seen the anime, but I've heard like a lot of people think it's interesting. So, you know, that's cool. Nice.
I've read the manhwa, and I will tell you that if you've caught up to the anime, you're fine. Don't worry about anything else. It's all down. It's all downhill from here.
I was just gonna say they did the same thing with Octopath Zero, and I've heard nothing but good things.
Oh, good.
Where Octopath Zero was a mobile gacha game. I mean, the game it's based on was a mobile gacha game, and they turned it into a very good, a full-on, very good like side sequel to Octopath Traveler 2. So if you like the Octopath games, it's supposed to be really good. I haven't bought it yet because I'm kind of holding off till Christmas to buy too many new games. So I bought like 4 games today, so I'm lying, but still.
Yeah.
Especially since you got since you got like a family and everything, and it makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Octopath Traveler and games like it are the reason I want to get rid of most of my multiplayer games I'm in to focus on single players, because I have a big backlog of stuff like that. I want to go through.
I know how that goes.
That I haven't been spoiled on, hopefully.
So in Final Fantasy VII, Aerith dies.
Yeah.
Wow. Just gonna throw that out there for everybody. Like, oh, BTW, this person fucking dies. Like, okay.
For a game that came out in 97.
Yeah, just like in the middle of this recap podcast where we talk about like, oh, what have you been playing and watching? Well, anyways, Aerith fucking dies.
Oh, did you also know that Gremio in Suikoden, he dies too?
Oh, by the way, another big plot twist reveal. The Butler did it.
No, I didn't.
All right. And Kerry, you have some games you want to mention?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have 8 games on my list. So, like, are we? I don't know if y'all want me to go do 2. Will you come back to me or?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll say first my number 1 game of 2025, Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Ooh,
I'm still plugging away at it. I think I'm about 60 hours into it. So I'm going to do a very minor spoiler for the game. There is an act 3. So if you beat the game normally, it's the boss is at the end of Act 2, but it's like, you know, Symphony of the Night. It's a game where there's a whole other thing going on after. I'm at oh no, I way underestimated that. I just looked up at Steam. I'm at 92.1 hours.
Wow, nice.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm in Act 3, which you have to do quite a bit of stuff to unlock. So I got one of the bad endings beating the game in Act 2, and then it lets you just, you know, go back to your previous save, but you have like a little it changes. It's kind of cool if you when you beat the game, you get credits and everything, and then it takes you back to your save. And then if you activate Act 3, it changes like your title screen and everything. It changes the music. It's really cool. But I'm just such a huge fan of this company. Like it's just like two dudes, or just made a game. They made Hollow Knight. They put it out for $15.
It became a smash hit. Like, holy
Right.
crap.
And so then they were just like, all right, cool. We'll just work on a sequel and have fun. So they just took like 9 years to make a sequel because they were just having fun with it.
Was that
And
really 9 years? Like,
Yeah.
I know it's been a while since the first one, but damn, like, good for them.
9 years.
They really took their time. Good for them.
Well, it was a complete meme and farce that a lot of people were always wishing and wanting to play Silk Song. It became a meme in its own
No, of
right.
course.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you were like following when Hollow Knight was originally a Kickstarter, and one of their stretch goals was that they would add a mode where you play as Hornet. And then they ultimately said, all right, we're going to put that in the sequel. And so the sequel, you're playing as Hornet. And Hollow Knight's in my like maybe top 10 favorite video games ever. And I like Silk Song more than Hollow Knight now. I like it a lot more, actually. Like a lot more, like double the amount. Yeah. It's so good. And yeah, I'm in Act 3. And it's hard, though. I hear people complain about the hardness. And there is a toxic part in the back of my brain that wants to be like, get good. But and I'm not going to be that way. But I don't think it's that hard at all. I think it's fun. It's no harder than a game like Dark Souls 3 or something. It's like,
of course.
If you're not into those kind of games, then well, yeah, it's very hard. But if you're into those kind of games, I don't really find it hard. It's that hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's bosses that I tried 20, 30 times on, but that's just normal. Like that's like, well, yeah, that's Souls. That's what you do.
Yeah.
But I'm having a ton of fun with it.
I think we all have like a version of that, like get quote unquote like the get good thing in our brain of just like when someone's like, oh, this is blah blah blah, blah and you're just like, okay, fuck it, like whatever, get good. Like I get like that with like fighting games where people are like, oh, but it's so hard to learn them. I'm like, fuck you, get good. Like just
my point of view on it is like if you don't like it because of the difficulty, that's completely fine. I get that, and I would just be like, oh, that's cool. It's not for you then. But when I hear people like criticize and say this is a problem, this game should be easier, it's like, no, it's just not for you, man. Like it's okay, not every game has to be for you, like I'm not going to play Crusader Kings, that's not for me. I would never call Crusader Kings a bad game. I'm just not going to, it's not the kind of game I want to play. I'm not going to play Dwarf Fortress. I don't think Dwarf Fortress is bad. It's not a criticism of the fact that Dwarf Fortress is impenetrable is not a criticism, it's a feature. And the fact that Silk Song is hard is a feature. But yeah, it's really fun. It's beautiful. The sound design, the music, it's cute. The little buggy people and stuff. It's so cute. And it's really good. And the story is good. And yeah, so I'm in Act 3 right now. Just kind of, I'm at the point now where I could go beat the game, but there's still a bunch of stuff that I can do. So I'm doing the bunch of stuff I could do instead of I could get the true ending now, I think. I haven't read spoilers, but I think I could.
I might have confessed this before on the podcast, but I feel so dumb for this. But like before, I was like kind of informed that like, oh yeah, these things are bugs. Like from the two games, like I thought, especially of the main character from the first game, I thought he was like a tooth. Like I thought he was like a tooth with like and I was like, oh, so like you're are you in a body or a mouth or something, or like are you like it looks like you're a tooth, and I'm like, no, that's a bug. I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. Okay, wow. I thought it was like a tooth. Like
I can see how you got there.
Like,
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Tooth-like, it
it does.
His little crest,
plastery white and like looks sharp. Like that looks like a tooth.
They're all masks, I think.
Yeah, they're masks they're wearing actually.
Okay.
I'm still gonna say, and doesn't his weapon looks like a tooth too, for the record?
Yeah, but the mask the mask it's wearing is like teeth white, like they're white like teeth, and it just I don't know why, but it just made me think of
their bone.
Right, okay, so they're bone. Okay, that's
teeth are technically bones, right?
That's true.
There you go. Teeth are bones.
Yeah, teeth are bones.
Teeth are bones.
I think that's probably where I got the mental thing from, where I'm like, are these teeth? And like, oh no, they're bugs. Like, oh, okay.
They're really bad bugs too sometimes. So.
But yeah, so my favorite two genres of video game are Souls-like and Metroidvania.
Oh, nice.
And Hollow Knight is famously Souls-like Metroidvania, and so is Silk Song. So I love it, and it's got more like build diversity than Hollow Knight did. Hollow Knight, you basically you just had little charms you could equip. This one you have you equip different masks, different crests as they're called, and they completely change your play style, each one. And then it's a lot of fun. If you start playing it and you're like, if you're used to Hollow Knight, Hornet, she does like a little diagonal down kick instead of a straight down bounce, pogo. Pogoing is a really important part of Hollow Knight and Silksong, like Scrooge McDuck and the DuckTales for NES, right?
Right.
And I was put off by her diagonal kick. You will find a mask really fast that does the traditional. You'll find like 2 or 3 that do the regular pogo that you're used to if you don't like that. So, but yeah, it's a ton of fun. I found like the bosses that you have to actually beat to progress the story are not all that hard. It's the optional side bosses that are really difficult, which
I'm
is
fine with that.
which is how it is in Souls games too, right? Like,
yeah,
for the usually for the most part, just like, and you do have your roadblocks. The boss at the end of Act 1 is kind of like, Ornstein and Smo in Dark Souls 1, right? You've had pretty easy bosses, and then you've got this really hard skill check that you've got to get past to be able to progress. And it's the same thing, but that boss actually, once you figure it out, not that bad. But yeah, so that's my game of the year, Hollow Knight Silksong. My number 2 game of the year, the toast of the town and the target of internet scorn, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Hey, nice. GG.
I fucking love this game so much. I'm not that far in it, but I love it. It is just so good. I'm only 7.5 hours in, but yeah.
It reminds me of Nier.
Nice.
Yeah, I can see that. I've heard it compared to Final Fantasy X a lot, but I haven't played 10. So
I have not played Clair Obscur yet, but I'm probably will in the near future. I'm not sure when, but I will play it. I know many people, especially people on this podcast, who love it, especially, besides you two. And actually, a very close friend of mine is, like, in love with the game. Like, he played it and beat it, and, like, he's also a huge, huge fan of Final Fantasy VIII. Like, that's, like, his favorite Final Fantasy, and, like, he's kind of sick of, like, the internet being kind of shitty about the game. Like, people get, like, super annoying about Final Fantasy VIII, and it's, like, really...
8's great. Like, I love 8.
Yeah,
and it's just like there's like this weird hatedom to 8 specifically, and like people never shut the fuck up about it. And anyways, like
because they wanted 7 Part 2.
My friend like was saying that like Clair Obscur really reminded him of Final Fantasy VIII, and I'm like, oh, I can totally get that. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I get where that's coming from. So the really what happened is the people there's too much like effusive praise of people who don't play RPGs being like, oh my gosh, they've made RPGs fun again. They've introduced so many new things. It's like, no, they've taken tried and true stuff about RPGs, different RPGs, and put them together in a new and interesting way. It's so beautiful. It's really kind of refreshing to have a JRPG style game, not from Japan. It's French. And so it's got so much French like culture in it. It's and sometimes it's just funny. Like I have my wizard character. She is running around in a white and red striped shirt with a red beret and a baguette strapped to her back like a sword and some red plastic sunglasses. And I love it. I'm never taking her out. And it's so fun because you have the option to turn it off in cutscenes. Like, nope. Serious cutscenes where people are like crying and she's going to have that baguette on her back. And that beret is going to be great. But no, it's
hungry and needs a snack.
Exactly. It's a really cool game. It's it takes that. I think the first game I ever played that did this is Mario RPG, where you have timed button presses, so it's turn-based, but you have timed button presses. But in this one, it's like you have a parry that is similar to like what you would have in like a Dark Souls game. And I love to parry in Dark Souls, and it's a really difficult to do in this game, but you never have to do it. There's not one enemy in the game, from what I've heard, that you have to parry. You just can, and it has a really big reward if you do, but if you miss it, then you get hit. And then it's got a dodge that's really easy to do. You just dodge, and that's it. It's easy.
Yeah.
Right? And then it has a jump for jumping over sweeping attacks. So it's more than what Mario RPG does, but it's still taking that idea. And I would say Final Fantasy VIII has a little bit of the time button press as well.
Well, and also I think it takes this Xbox 360 game. What was it?
Dragon?
No, Lost Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh, Lost Odyssey. Yeah, yeah.
Odyssey.
Good
Odyssey
damn
is
game.
really cool. That's
I
a
forgot that game has the ring.
It's a little when it came out at that time. I think I was about 15 or 16, and that game was a little too complicated for me at the time. But like that game is so cool. That's a
It is
really
complicated though, Kyle. That's not on you. That game is complicated.
But it's such a cool game, and it's so beautiful. Like there's some really beautiful, like heartbreak, like just like emotional moments in that game. Just really impressive stuff.
That one had the rings, right?
Yes.
You have to like line up the rings. Yeah.
And the Immortals. And, it's a really
I
good
can
game.
see why Desiree brought that up in comparison, because like they both have these like very gut emotional moments, like just really beautiful, tender, like to the soul type of things. And
also the Shadowheart game.
Yes.
Right, yeah. I have not played those either, but I know the combat in those has the timing thing. Like
also on the show.
I probably will. I probably will, because I know people who you love them, and I know especially from this very own podcast have raved about it. So I'll definitely give those a chance sometime.
Yeah, but this game also it has other stuff, like it has a system. I would you've seen this in a lot of games. The game it makes me think of is Final Fantasy VI, the Esper system in Final Fantasy VI. How you equip the Espers so that people can learn magic, but then while they're equipped, they give them special powers. And this you have everything's based around like paint and color and light. So these I can't remember what they're called, but little like glyphs that you can equip. But then as you use them and level them up, they become permanent, and then you can equip them without they can go into a separate equipment slot. Say again.
Final Fantasy 9 has a system like that.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 9. There you go. Yeah, 9. And so it has that
too with spell. But yes.
And what's really cool is that unlike those games, which I don't think 9 did this, I know 6 didn't. When a character fully learns one, it's learned for everybody, not just that character.
No, that is
so
not.
You can set different people to grinding. You can set different people to basically making permanent the different buffs, and you have a resource for how many permanent buffs you can have and how many temporary, so you can mix and match them around for your different characters. It's just so much to do, and then it's really, really funny. The dialogue is hilarious, but then it also gets dark and serious and sad. And it's really well voice acted. It's got Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil, and he is the main character. He's a voice actor for the main character.
There's quite a few like really good actors in Obscure, which is amazing, because like it's technically to a certain degree like an indie game. So it's like, holy shit, man! Like that's a real passion project. That's amazing.
Fuck you, Ubisoft.
It's Andy Serkis is one of the main characters.
Right. And there's never a bad time to say "fuck you, Ubisoft." So fuck you, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Ben Starr, who is awesome.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to see anybody else I recognize. Those are like the 3 that I recognize off the top of my head.
Wasn't an actress that won an award at the Game Awards for her performance?
Yes, I don't remember her name, but yes.
Was it Jennifer English?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Jennifer English. She won the award, and yeah, she's incredible. Like,
yeah, she's my character that's wearing the baguette. Actually,
correct me, but is it Grahatia? Isn't in there his voice actor?
I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
From Final Fantasy 14. He's a huge...
I don't play 14, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't played 14 either.
Well, he's a huge rising star right now. He's in...
Phoebe, when you hear this, answer Desiree's question, please.
I was just going to say, Phoebe, if you play 14, can you,
Phoebe also played and beat Claire Obscura, so she'll probably know.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh,
then she'll definitely know the stuff.
I'd say Ben Starr is Clive in Final Fantasy 16, which is one of... but he's also he created Date Everything, which if you haven't, I think would be right up the alley of several of the people on this podcast network.
Yeah, that he's in everything. Holy shit, he's in all of these huge games.
Kyle, did you play Date Everything?
No, I have not. It sounds interesting though. It sounds really neat.
It's wild.
Well, he's in the new Tactics game as well.
Yeah, he's yeah. No, I was just saying, I was saying that I think from what I've seen, I think you would like Date Everything. But Date Everything, they did a really cool thing where, because it's a voice actor that created it, it's the only game I've ever heard of where the voice actors actually get residuals.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because voice actors do not get residuals in video games.
So cool.
So every time the game sells, every single voice actor in it gets money. And it has the cast of it. It's over 100 voice actors in it.
Good. Okay, that's super cool. That's awesome.
And it's a lot of who's who, and it's like Ashley Burt and So anyway, I got a little off topic there, but So those are my top 2 games of the year. I haven't played a lot of new games this year. I played maybe 5 or 6 new games this year. No, that's not true. I played like 8 or 9, and those are by far like nothing comes even remotely close to either of those two. We can come back to my mountainous list after someone else has had a chance to talk.
And Desiree, got some games?
Yes, I do. I have let me remember off the top of my head. I think I should. Oh, yeah. During the Game Awards, the demo for Capcom's new game, Pragmata, came out, and I played it for a good long while, and it was very good.
Yeah, I need to play that. I downloaded it and I haven't played it yet, but I've seen clips of it, and it's basically just BioShock 3.
It looks so cool.
It's BioShock 3 without like the racism?
No, it's BioShock 2, the sequel, where you play as a big
gotcha.
where you play as a big daddy and the little sister on your back basically just hack shit.
Gotcha. Okay.
It looks so awesome.
And how the hacking is portrayed and used is very unique and super simple to grasp. You're basically behind the shoulder, third person shooting. You focus on an enemy, which is always a robot. Mm-hmm. And when you focus on the enemy, a little 4x4, 5x5, or 6x6 square comes up and right, and it's basically a game, Pipe Dream or Snake or something. I don't know. Yeah, you use your face button to use the square, circle, whatnot, X, those types to move thing around and pick up nodes in that little thing to disable and create an opening to weaken your enemy.
I'm really excited to play it. It looks really good. A lot of the pre-order costumes look nice too. And is it like an apocalypse? Does the demo have really any story to it?
Yes. Well, it has minor story. Like it starts with where they are now in the story, and there's no preamble, just some slides that tell you what to do and how things are, and it just throws you into a slice of the game. And encourages multiple playthroughs because you get different things from multiple playthroughs because basically you're a man in a suit babysitting this little AI robot girl who is probably Mega Man or some connection. We don't know. So, yeah, you protect this girl, and she hacks for you. And in the beginning of the game, of the demo, she is drawing a picture. And when you finish the game, you will see that picture. When you finish the demo, you will see that picture, and it will be different every time.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Weird. Okay, I might have to play that then.
Like, there's 1 through 8 types of pictures, and I don't know if it's your performance or some other thing, but there's like a different one each play, and I am sure they are not AI generated. They are probably like 4 or 5 or 6 custom made ones by the dev team to put in.
Awesome. I need to play that then. I haven't downloaded it, but I haven't touched it.
It looks so good. It looks beautiful.
Yes. And it's just a little slice. It's not that long, maybe 10 minutes to 15 to almost 30 if you take long enough. Yeah, it's just basically a couple rooms, a tutorial room, a something room, and it ends with a boss fight.
All right, sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's only one of what I've been playing, so
feel free to mention another one.
Okay. Yeah, I've been playing a game, an indie game called Bounty Star. It's a Western style mech game. Basically, you are a former marshal, a woman, a former marshal woman who lives in like Western style, maybe post-apocalyptic world, and you take care and maintain your own mech. And you get different bounties it's mission based. So you get different missions to either take down, target a bounty, either dead or alive. You can take them in alive for more pay, but it's fun. And it's also Stardew Valley-ish a little bit. I mean, like it has farming you can do to your house and cook, sleep, whatnot. Days go by, and it has a really interesting story.
What's
also
called again?
Bounty Star.
I found it. It looks sick as hell.
The
published by Anna too.
I have a problem with mechs. I like them a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
The morose tale of Graveyard Clem, and all at the beginning, all the mech and the main character were all left-handed.
Nice.
And it was left-handed oriented from default. But over time, and people, I think, complaining, and some people or hopefully helpful suggestions, suggested to make the behind the shoulder flippable.
Good.
So you can flip the orientation behind the shoulder, which was left-sided to begin with.
All right.
I like
Sounds
it.
really
That's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely am interested.
Yeah, I said earlier in the messenger that I've been playing. I got a bunch of indie games I've been playing like
All right,
that.
We'll come back around to you. And
Yeah.
Kyle.
Okay, well, Stu, I've been playing a couple of pretty nifty games. I know it's actually been a little while since I've been on the show, but to start things off, so I've been playing quite a few different little PC games, stuff I've been really excited for, and stuff that's left me pleasantly surprised. To start things off, I got to try out a game that I think came out about a month and a half ago, or a few months ago now. So I didn't know what to really expect out of it. I was a little, I don't know, I wasn't sure if it was going to be for me until I actually played it. I tried out Ball X Pit.
Oh yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I played it.
I almost bought that today.
Hey, let me just start off by saying I fucking hate life sim and building stuff. I don't like that. I play video games to get away from chores and all that fucking bullshit. I'll play Animal Crossing and that's fine, but there's only been one Animal Crossing that I loved, and every other Animal Crossing is this is okay, and I feel like I wasted my money, but and that Animal Crossing, the one I love is New Leaf on 3DS. That's the best Animal Crossing game. Anyways, I don't like building stuff and farming shit. Oh my god, that sounds like fucking torture. I want to play a video game. I don't want to fucking play life sim chore simulator 2,060,000,000 whatever the fuck. So I was kind of nervous about that playing Ball X Pit, but once I actually got to the part where you start shooting balls at monsters and shit, that scratched so many parts of my brain of just the itchy parts of oh, this is so satisfying. It's okay, Ball X Pit to me is not as good as Vampire Survivors. I think Vampire Survivors is still my number one of this whole new subgenre of all these weird fucking not roguelike, but all these kind of fucking these games where you don't really do anything except push a button and numbers go off and everything and all this shit. But
yeah,
I'm gonna say that I think Vampire Survivors beats out Ball X Pit, but Ball X Pit still is really satisfying. It's still fun, especially once you get to the part where you start shooting the monsters and stuff. Oh my god, that part's super fucking addicting. I can waste so much time with that. That and Vampire Survivors are oh, this is cocaine. This is so good.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything yet. How many characters do you play as in Ball Pit right now?
I only have the one character unlocked at the moment. The one main character. I'm trying to unlock more, but I'm still on the first level. I beat the first half of it on the slow speed, and now I'm trying to beat it again on the fast speed, because you have to do that too. So I'm in the middle of doing that. So Ball X Pit is fun, but it's not perfect like I was hoping for, but it's still fun. But yeah, Ball X Pit is good. As well, moving right along, this actually came out just a few days ago. I have been able to play Terminator 2D No Fate, and I don't know how to say this to y'all, but out of all of the cool, creative, unique things in video games right now, that have come out this year, I hate to say it, this is actually my game of the year.
Isn't it Metroidvania?
No, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
No, it's very, super classic arcade game, which is, it's sad that it's taken this long to do, an actual good Terminator video game, but, this game fucking rips hard. This game fucking owns. This game is a 10 out of 10 in my eyes. It plays so satisfyingly well, the controls are fucking excellent, all of the gameplay styles actually play well, the car chase parts are, fun, they can be a little tough at times, but it's still fun to play. The shooting parts are all fun. The John Connor and the future segments play like Contra, and it's oh, this is so satisfying. This is so good. And then the Sarah Connor parts are man, it's so sad that it's taken this long to have fucking Sarah Connor as a playable fucking character in a video game. Especially if you've seen Terminator 2, you look at her as a character, oh god, she'd be so cool in a video game, and they finally did it, and she is amazing. It's so fucking cool to play as Sarah Connor, and she does all this shit as Sarah Connor does in Terminator 2, and yeah, there's like some tragic parts, and there's parts where it's like, oh yeah, right, but it's like, man, like it captures the film so beautifully. Like Terminator 2 is such a fucking masterpiece of a movie. Like Terminator 1's also amazing. Terminator 1's like 10 out of 10, but so is Terminator 2. And I don't want to hear this shit where like, oh, but part 1's better because it's not this and that. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm not here for that. Anyways, Terminator 2 2D No Fate is my game of the year. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. And yeah, I have just completely fallen in love. Holy shit, this game fucking rips so hard. This game deserves every bit of praise it gets, and I honestly deserves even more. Like, if this gets nominated for any game awards from anything, I hope it wins them, because it fucking deserves it. This might be the greatest licensed video game of all time, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm gonna say it, so there you go. This is a 10 out of 10 for me, and this is my game of the year. But yeah, Terminator 2D No Fate is amazing. Just perfect. As well as following that up, I actually have a bit of an announcement to make. I've said it on some of my social media, but thanks to just getting rid of a bunch of like retro game stuff that like I love, but I really just don't use anymore, and it's kind of just taking up space, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this I don't like this kind of person that I am when I have stuff like this where it's like, oh, I love it, and I just keep it on a shelf and it gets dusty and I don't fucking use it, and it's like, I don't want to be that person. Plus, like, I want to play video games. I want to constantly play stuff. Like, I want to experience things, and I want to just, enjoy my things. Like, I don't want to just put stuff on a shelf and, like, admire it. Like, fuck, that sounds like torture. Like, I want to just experience things and never stop. And, like, there was a period in my life where, like, I was a person that, like, loved the thrill of the hunt and of physical games and, like, loved having a big shelf of, like, every awesome thing ever, but, like, that moment's left me in my life. Like, that part of me is long gone. So, I have sold a ton of retro gaming stuff that I just wasn't using anymore, and I bought myself a Switch 2, and I actually just bought it the other day, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have a fuck ton of criticisms to label against Nintendo. There would have to be a separate episode of all the shit I have to say about Nintendo right now.
Oh, we gotta take away your Nintendo hate card now. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Kyle, I thought you liked Nintendo. It's like, oh, God forbid I'm a grown adult with opinions and, a brain, so...
Oh, I know how you feel about Nintendo. You're with me, so you're all good.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, it's just like, I'm doing the jokey, dumb thing where I'm like, I'm trying to make a joke. I'm sorry. I'm being so dumb.
It's a good system. I'm glad you bought it, though.
Yeah,
I'm really the Switch 2.
I'm gonna say this, though, as much as, like, I am loving my Switch 2, for those who have not got it yet, or just whatever the situation with you is, do not worry about it. Like, you don't have to get it right now or any of that fucking shit. Like, these things are stupid expensive, and it's fucking bullshit that they're so expensive. Nintendo has made an incredibly big list of stupid decisions with this thing, but I'm gonna say, even with those stupid decisions, this still ends up actually being a really good console. Stupid decisions aside, still, like, actually fun console. I've been having a lot of fun with the games I have. I got the game and console bundle, because, you can get the console, or you can get the console and a game, like, a bundle game, so there's 2 versions of that right now. There's one for Mario Kart World and one with Pokemon Legends ZA. ZA sounded tempting, but I actually still haven't even played the first Legends, and I want to, because I love Pokemon, and I've heard the Pokemon Legends games are, like, super fun and really cool, and they do something different, with the Pokemon formula, and I'm like, alright, cool, that sounds like fun. But I am gonna play Pokemon Legends, the first one soon enough. But anyways, so I went with Mario Kart World, and I'm really loving Mario Kart World. It's a lot of fun. I don't know where Nintendo can go after this, because, like, Mario Kart 8 on Switch, and, now Mario Kart World on Switch 2, like, this is Mario Kart kind of perfected. Like, I don't know where else you can go with this. Like, I'm not saying don't make anymore, but I'm just saying, like, they're gonna have to really, really think hard about their next, like, if they ever do another Mario Kart, like, oh man, I just wonder where they can go after this. Yeah, Mario Kart World's fun. I'm on a family plan with some really, really good friends of mine who are really sweet, and they, they offered me, and I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, no, yeah, it's no problem. I'm like, okay, well, thank you so much. I'll try it out and see what it feels like. with the Nintendo Switch online service. So, yeah, and since I have that, I actually have the ability to play Breath of the Wild upgraded for free, because I already own Breath of the Wild on Switch, just Switch 1, and I'm also playing Breath of the Wild again. And I already loved Breath of the Wild, but yeah, it is actually a very noticeable difference on Switch 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. It's just like, whoa, like, I didn't know this game could actually run like that smoother, but it can, and it's kind of funky. It's really neat. It's very beautiful, but it's just like, whoa, this is so weird. But yeah, the Switch 2 is a lot of fun. It's really great, but like I said, don't worry if you can't afford it, or you just don't want to get it right now or whatever. Like, there's a lot of stupid shit going right now with video games and like the price of shit and politics and everything. So just, like, don't worry, like, you just focus on yourself and, you do what you need to do. Like, this thing will be around for a while. Like, I just want to put that out there, because it's just like, I could barely fucking afford this stupid thing. But, like, I just so happen to, luckily enough, have some retro gaming stuff that's actually kind of rare. And it's like, no, you know what? I'm not using it, and I don't want to fucking be that person that's just going to let it sit and rot. Like, I want it to go to someone who's going to appreciate it. So that's what I did, and that's how I was able to afford it. But yeah, the Switch 2 is great, and I have a few other titles, but I'll let some other people have some more turns. So I'll go on. Yeah, exactly. So that's a little bit of what I've been playing so far for the past couple of months. I don't know what to say. 2025 been kind of a shitty year for everything else, but pretty fucking solid year for video games. There's been
solid.
It's there's been, I haven't even played all the big popular games of this year yet. Like, that's saying something. Like, it's been a good time for video games. I don't know what to say, But yeah, anyways, that's me. I'll let everybody else have a couple more rounds.
Been a good time for video games and a shitty time to be an American.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
And Joe.
Speaking of new video games, I decided to do the stupidest thing physically possible. So, since the TV show is back out, I decided to go back out and play Fallout 4 because someone was like, "Hey, did you know they added a mod where you can play as a bounty hunter?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I sure do love what's his face as the ghoul. Not like that's punching every monster card fucker on my monster fucker card." But I went, "Oh, hey, I need to go play that mod." So I looked on my mod list, and I'm like, "Well, I can't find it." Turns out it's a paid mod released by Bethesda to get people to buy Fallout and install new mods.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of crappy with a mod, because a mod is supposed to be made by fans, not made by the company in charge.
Like, if that's what it is, then should it even be called, like, a mod? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know the terminology of this stuff, so I don't want to say, like,
DLC.
what's final, but, like, yeah, okay, then it's just DLC. Like,
yeah, if you're paying for it, I mean, in my opinion, a mod is something that would be, like, free. I mean, maybe a developer, sure, you can have free, but if you're charging somebody, then that's paid DLC, I would say.
Exactly.
Please,
like,
keep going, Joe.
like, that seems like, that's kind of shitty. Like, I don't know.
Well, see, the way they get around it is because you can now play as a bounty hunter in Fallout 76. So they just ripped all the shit from that and threw it in 4.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw that they added the bounty hunter to Fallout 76. I saw that today. So interesting.
Yeah.
Well, not in New Vegas?
No, not in 3 or New Vegas, because that stuff's already hard enough to program.
Yeah, and Bethesda doesn't have a system for paid mods for 3 in New Vegas, just for 4 and 76. So
yeah,
actually, I don't even know if they have paid mods for 76. I just know they created when 4 came out, when they put out the new version of 4, the updated version, they created that.
76, it didn't come out free to play, but it's like a big open world free to play, just multiplayer game with a bunch of add-ons you can just buy and gacha and whatnot. They have a gacha thing, I think. I think they do, yeah,
they do. Oh, but you want to hear something really predatory? So I went, you know what? I'm a rich man. I make good money doing what I do. I know I do because I smoke weed a lot. So I went,
make the decisions.
So I went, you know what? I will buy one paid mod Fallout. So how much is this mod? All right, it's 700 Fallout points. I went, okay. What are what option do you have? well, you can buy 500 Fallout points for $5 or 1,000 Fallout points for $10. Oh, so you don't have a dollar option, so I can't pay an even 7, huh? Nope. Figure it out, fatty. All right, here's $10 for your $7 mod. Have a good day.
Tell me we're still in 2007 with Xbox Live points.
That's what they always do in
I know.
In predatory gotcha games. They will set an amount, how many Bathmadads you get to pay for stuff, and one of the things you want is just totally you'll have to pay for 2 Bathmadads.
Yeah.
And of course, it's always uneven numbers that they set it to. It's never like even dollars where it's like, oh, it's just $2 or $4 or whatever. It's like, oh, it's 5.20. It's 5.43. Like, fuck you. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
But speaking of gotcha, and by gotcha I mean Hades or whatever the hell. What is Hades? Ass?
What?
It's Hades ass. Is Hades ass an ass game?
What the hell? What?
An
I
ass
don't know what you're talking about. What?
A roguelite.
You mean a roguelite? A roguelite.
Action
Okay.
Okay, you're talking about Hades too. Like, I was like, are you referring to a meme? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I did not understand what you were talking about there.
No, I meant it's whatever fucking Vampire Survivor is. They call it an ass game.
Oh, okay.
Vampire Survivor is different than Hades, though.
They call Hades is not at all like they were survivors.
It's a roguelite.
Yeah.
So I decided to go, oh man, I need something to play. And of course, my husband, the huz, walks in the room and he goes, hey babe. I go, what's up, huz? And he goes, do you want to see what game I'm playing? And I'm like, sure. And he's like, I've been playing Path of Exile. This character has a crossbow, but fires bullets and sounds like bullets and reloads like bullets. And I'm like, oh, well, shit. And then this weekend, they're adding their free DLC, because I think Path of Exile is actually free to play. You have to pay to play it early. He's like, this weekend, they're adding a new update. What's the new update? Well, you can play as a druid, and you can turn into a wolfman or a bear. Well, that's not really my cup of tea. There's also a dragon. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
I will be right back.
So I went, oh, fuck. So I was like, do we own 2 copies because we have a family plan? Ow, fuck. Mumbles. And I went, no, we do not. So I spent $30 to buy this early access to this game, and it's not bad. But we're funny enough, we were making fun of it earlier. If you like the sphere grid for Final Fantasy X, the skill tree for Path of Exile 2 is 30 times the size of that.
Oh, jeez.
And every character has one.
No, thank you. I've done that. I've seen someone do that once. No, thank you.
Aside from Final Fantasy and the stuff in Final Fantasy X, I didn't understand a word you were saying because I'm like, this all sounds very complicated and I feel very dumb. And I'm just like, yes! Like,
no, it did sound complicated.
It is complicated, and I don't play these games. I have my husband. I have the huz. I have the huz help me.
The huz.
Oh, it looks like Diablo.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Path of Exile is, especially 2, the fan community kind of looks at it as like, what if Diablo was better? Yeah. What if Diablo was like way better than Diablo? What if and I have a friend that he and his wife, they have Path of Exile night. They have Poe night. That's their Friday nights. They're not available to hang out. They play Path of Exile together. I assume they're playing part 2 because I know Path of Exile 1 is free.
Yeah.
They're both free. Yeah, they're both free. I think right now you have to pay to play it for early access, but when the game comes out, you get a bunch of goofy shit.
Oh, okay. So Path of Exile 2 is not fully out yet, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, they're still like the druid was the new class they unlocked, and they're still like I think 4 classes that aren't out yet. It's funny too because the classes are gender based. So like the male hunter and the female hunter are like 2 different classes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on Steam, and yeah, it's early access. It came out December 6, 2024, but it's still early access. So they're doing that business. Okay.
And I think the only thing that which is even nicer too, I think Path of Exile 1's like it. The only reason you pay is to have a bigger safe. So and I think outfits. So you do not have to pay for the game period unless you just like being a goofy asshole.
Yeah, I actually was looking at Path of Exile just the other day. I was like, I should try out Path of Exile 1 since it's free, but I just don't have time right now.
But
that's cool.
I've got one more game, but that's gonna be my whole final game banter. So go ahead and go next, Kerry.
Oh, Kerry. Okay. All right. Yeah, I've still so I'll say another 2025 game that I'm playing. It's the only other. Well, no, it's not. But anyway, Slots and Daggers.
Ooh,
Oh, I fucking love Slots and Daggers.
It's so good. So for people that haven't heard about it, imagine Slay the Spire plus Balatro, but slot machine instead of a deck of cards.
okay.
That's
I'm out.
basically the game. It is so fun. It is addictive. I got my son on it, and now
Oh,
playing.
no.
He's playing that instead of Roblox, which
You're
is
You're
I'm
spreading the... What? Okay, I was just going to say you're spreading the curse, but you're getting him off garbage like Roblox. So good for you.
exactly. He's
you're
off
a
of the
good
garbage and playing a
Good
good indie game instead. So I'm really happy about it.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
It's so
You're
it's
a
so
good
fun.
father.
It's just it's a roguelite where you're just running through but it's you're building up your slot machine, so every run is easier than the one before it, theoretically. And it's like Slay the Spire, which is another game I'm currently playing. I'm playing Slay the Spire on my phone. That's my current phone game, is Slay the Spire. So I won't talk about Slay the Spire, but it's like Slay the Spire in that you're coming up against enemies and you fight the enemies, and instead of having random cards to fight them with, you're spinning a slot machine, but you're putting what's on the wheels is up to you. So you equip, I might equip my slot machine with every wheel has a poison dagger, a hammer that does a stun, a 10% chance to stun, and a shield that, gives me 25 armor. And then I might, upgrade my slot machine to where it has 5 wheels eventually. And so then I do that. And if I, do all shields, then it just gives me like full max shield. If I do all poison daggers, then the last dagger does like quadruple damage and extra poison and so on. So it's just it's a lot of fun, and it's really, really pretty. The art style reminds me of the Voyage of the Obra Dinn, if anyone played that.
I haven't.
It's a
but I know what
similar.
you're talking about.
It's kind of like the best graphics you could possibly get on an Apple IIe in 1988, but better than that. It's in the same way that, Shovel Knight is meant to look like an NES game, but it looks better than any NES game could ever have looked.
Oh, totally.
It's the same.
It's like late era NES. It's like NES from like 1993.
Yeah, and this is like the graphics are very reminiscent of the 1980s Apple or PC games where, we only have like 3 colors to work with or whatever, really, it's really cool looking. And so yeah, Slots and Daggers.
So the way I play this game, right? So it's Big Gamba. Give Big Gamba all time. So what you do when you Big Gamba, this is also runs like Hades as well. So whenever you usually go get paid up against enemies, and usually it's 3 or 4 enemies. You've got to fight 3 common and then a boss, right, Kerry?
Right, usually, yeah.
And sometimes if you beat the enemies in like 1 or 2 hit, if you have a really good build, you'll get chips for beating them faster and beating the boss. And every time you beat an enemy, you get chips, things like that. But then when you die, you basically go to what is referred to as, I like to refer to as a Hades-esque room, where you can, increase your health, increase damage. I think I just got it to where I have all 5 of the wheels turning as opposed to 3.
Same.
Yeah. But
that's where I'm at in it. Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I learned is to always Big Gamba, and how I Big Gamba is whenever you beat an enemy, you go to a shop where you can get more skills for your roulette, and you can also get skills that you can use with your money that you also get, because you also get money as well through these things. And what you do is, as soon as the gem comes up, into gem that lets you, every time you put $8 in, it will shit you out anywhere between 0 and like 50 coins. And I just use that like every time, and I just Big Gamba and super upgrades, and I will either have no money or I will have a bunch of money, and it super helps when you have a slingshot, because the slingshot does damage to how much money you have in your pocket.
Yeah, that's I don't do the gem, but there's another item you get where it's it either gives you 1 coin or it gives you 4 coins.
Yes.
And so then I guess upgrade that to where eventually it either gives you 1 coin or it gives you like 10. And then that plus the slingshot, and you get a maximum of 100 coins, and then just run 100 coins. Don't buy anything, just keep 100 coins, and your slingshot is doing just, a third of a boss's health bar if you hit it. So yeah, it's a really fun game. And that is that. I have 4 more games. That's not my last 2025 game, actually. Come to think of it, no, it's not. I have I have one that I started and then haven't touched in a few weeks. And that is Pokemon Legends Z to A. It's pronounced Z2A. Is because you're going from rank Z up to rank A.
Nice.
And I'm at rank C, I think, is where I left off.
Oh, you're pretty far then, I feel like.
You would think, but actually, spoilers, you jump from like V to E at a point in the game.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
stupid. Because I was like excited. I'm like, oh, this is fun. I like this. Like every night I go out and I try to get my rank up to, the next letter. And then I got to V and it's like, oh, we were gonna fight this boss who's a level. What it is you'll duel someone. So you're a Z, so you have to duel someone that's a Y. And if you beat them, then now you're a Y, right? So there's a story point where you're a V and you get challenged by someone that's an E, and then you beat them, and now you're an E. And it's like, well, that just feels like they cut like a lot of the game out. But I'm a Pokemon fan. I'd say I'm a pretty big Pokemon fan. I always play them. I don't always beat them. What I do of a Pokemon game is I play about 60% of the way through the game and then get tired of it and move on. And I've been doing that since 1997. Or 99 is when I got Pokemon. My first paycheck from Target in April of 1999, I bought a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue and a strategy guide. And I've been a Pokemon fan ever since. There's a couple of them I skipped over. I didn't play Diamond and Pearl, are the ones that I never played, except for I did play the remake on the Switch. But it's good. I was a fan of Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Switch. I like the open world nature of it. I like the way they changed how the catching works to where it's just you just throw the ball at them. And it's not, you don't have to catch them in combat anymore, though there's some you do. But Legends, the problem with Legends Arceus, I love it. It plays like dog shit on the Switch.
Yeah.
Maybe not dog shit, but dog throw up, let's say.
Yeah.
It does not play well on the Switch. That's what I'll say. It is one of the best games on the Switch. I would say it's in the top probably 5 games on the Switch, but
Nice.
it does not run very well on the Switch. Arceus plays really well on the Switch too, and Z to A is made for the Switch too, and it plays beautifully on it. It's like 60 frames per second. I don't know if it's 4K, but it certainly looks like it. It's still, the same Pokemon art style they've had since Sword and Shield, and some people aren't gonna like that. It definitely feels lazy. I think Game Freak has been lazy with their games for a while. They've been kind of just like, and I don't want to say lazy. I hate to call a developer lazy, but because the people that work for them aren't lazy. I think it's the management.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's the management that's lazy. Yeah, no, the people that work for them are
That's all the middle people, like the middle managers and all that fucking shit, like the CEOs
and the corporate overlords.
Yeah, the corporate stuff.
It's stuff like you're going through these city streets and there's all these doors. Well, you can't open any of them. You cannot open a single door in the whole city that you're in. This little miniature Paris you're in, you cannot open. There is not a door you can open. There are buildings you can go into that you're meant to go into, and when you're meant to go into them, and that's it. And every building in a block pretty much looks like it is basically they just did a Control C, Control V, building their city. It has that problem. It has the problem of that there's no rhyme or reason to where the Pokemon are at for the most part. Water Pokemon are in the canals and ponds. There's bird Pokemon. Yeah, there's bird Pokemon on the rooftops and hanging out on statues. And otherwise, it's just no. There could be a Pikachu on top of this building. Sure, why not? Who knows, right? There's just no rhyme or reason to it. So it's all these little things. And it also has the problem that Pokemon games have for a while. Okay, here's a very long cutscene. Fuck you. No, you cannot skip. You're going to read every word of this at the pace that we want to type it. You cannot hurry the dialogue. You cannot skip the dialogue. You cannot skip the cutscenes. None of it. You're going to sit here and listen to these, people talk about curry and waffles for it's actually curry and pancakes. Is a character who likes. Yeah, go ahead.
What year is it?
Yeah.
Here, it's not that I'm trying to disagree with Kerry, because I think he's bringing up some very solid points, but I think something that people always seem to forget, though, with every new, Pokemon game, every new, generation game and everything, every single time they do this, they're bringing in a whole new generation of gamers. Yes, there are...
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And it's just it's such a hard thing to balance. It's a very...
You're right. It is for kids. It is for
And-
kids, and my son loves it more than I love it is a thing.
No, of course,
I really like it. And even though I'm an old school Pokemon person, my very favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Sword and Shield for the Switch.
Ooh.
And my second favorite is my second favorite is Crystal, and my third favorite is Legends Arceus. Pokemon ZA improves on a lot of stuff from Arceus, but there's things from Arceus that it doesn't improve on, but I still think it's really good. And of the games that are made for the Switch 2 so far, which are only like 5 games,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's the best of them, but it's not the worst of them either.
No,
I do like it. I just have a lot of little criticisms. Overall, it's a super fun game, and the gameplay loop of it is really fun. For me, that you run around an open world daytime, just doing all sorts of random stuff, exploring. There's parkour challenges to do that are completely optional. There's all little like secrets to find. Of course, you can run into these little wild areas and catch Pokemon. And then at night, it's not a battle royale, but that's what they call it. It's like a battle royale where there's like, I'm trying to think, there is a movie where this happens. Oh, I know what it is. There's this Korean series on Netflix. God, it's something to do with Wonderland, like Alice in Wonderland, but it's not.
Yes.
I think that's what it is, where it's like a battle where at night these like teens are like fighting in a battle royale in the city. Portions of the city have been cordoned off. That's what it is. It's like they've all of a sudden like some mysterious not mysterious, it's the powers that be have put down like a border. And it's like, if you go in this red border, there's just roving Pokemon trainers that are dueling each other for points. And then when you get a certain number of points, you can buy a license to fight a duel. And then when you fight a duel, you go up in rank if you win. So you're running around these
The Division, yeah, the Dark Zone.
Oh yes, like the Division. There you go. It's like that. So you run around at night and you're just trying to you're fighting people, trying to collect points, or you don't have to do it at all. You can just explore the city at night and go catch Pokemon if you want to. But the story is, so it's a fun game. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You think this will be how the Trump games are going to be next year?
Oh God.
I'm wondering.
No, no adorable
folks,
Pokemon in this one.
Remember, folks, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
But yeah, and they changed the combat also, is the other thing I was going to say. The way that combat is no longer turn based.
Right, those games are the Legends games do that now. Like they're not.
Legends Arceus is turn based though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you actually,
isn't it like the new Final Fantasy games?
Yes, it's like the new Final Fantasy games. It's like, I believe the Xenogears games are like this also, or like a MMO, right, where you can move around and you do have like the active time battle stuff of your moves are refreshing. And whenever, so like if I use Thundershock a Pikachu, then that's on cooldown, but I can immediately use Tackle or Quick Attack instead.
Gotcha.
And then when Thundershock's off cooldown, I can use it again. There's no longer any PP, which is what they call mana in Pokemon. You can just do that, and it's like Arceus, where you can trade out moves anytime. So, which is great. So when you're not in combat, I can say, oh, you know what? I want to take Thunderbolt off Pikachu and give him Thunder Fang for a little. Oh, I don't like Thunder Fang. All right, we'll put Thunderbolt back on there. So I love that. So it's mostly like Arceus. They just got rid of the turn-based combat and made it like Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 15. And it's, if you've played 14, which is an MMO, that's really where, that it's like that also. So I think it's a lot of fun.
Or a little bit like Power World.
Oh yeah, Power World.
Yes, actually, it's exactly like in Power World. Come to think of it.
Still weirded out by Power World. I'm sorry. Like I can't get on with it. Like I know it's like Pokemon, but it does a whole bunch of other things, and it's like supposedly better, but it's just like I don't need Pokemon to also be a farm simulator and all this other fucking bullshit. Like I just want Pokemon games to be like Pokemon games.
I put about 15 hours into Power World. It is fun. They deserve to be sued by Nintendo or Game Freak, but it is fun for a little bit. It's more, I would compare it to a game like Valheim or Minecraft a little bit, but not really Minecraft. Satisfactory, yeah, right. And then with extremely obvious ripoffs of Pokemon. People that are like, oh no, it's they're just iterating. No, Like it's literally like this is Lugia, but with hair with like a
And a
mohawk.
gun.
Yeah, and a
Which
gun.
I also don't
Yeah,
like. Like, can you not?
yeah, I don't like that
fucking-
either. Exactly.
Can you not like make a children's
fair,
thing and have them have
to
guns?
be fair,
Ah, Jesus Christ.
only several of them have guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still though, like
Not
you know,
everyone
this
has
is
guns.
this
You
is
can have
supposed to
guns.
be a kids thing. Like,
Yeah,
can
man.
we not have a thing for kids with fucking guns?
Yeah,
Like,
especially realistic looking guns. Yeah, I think
Oh
that's
yeah,
dumb.
I don't like
But
that either.
but it
That's
is
kind of
fun to
fucked up.
have my blue Pikachu ripoffs working in a factory that I built, because you do that. You build like you can build like a factory and you have them sitting there like turning like a I have like a little mine in there, but no, I haven't played it since it came out, and I'm not a big fan of it. But yes, the combat is similar.
It's gotten some upgrades. I still poke at it every now and again, and they give you a whole new region and new pals, and they streamline a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, I played it the day it came out
Me
for
too.
and for about 2 weeks, and then I was like, all right, I got everything I want out of this. But anyway, yeah, that I do have 3 other games, but I can talk about them later if someone else wants to go.
Desiree.
Yes. Speaking of being a ball pit and a bunch and that I've played Clover Pit.
I've not heard of that.
It's basically Vampire Survivors and Ball Pit and whatnot, but instead of no, wait. It's Balatro, but you're stuck in a room with a slot machine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Be my version of hell. I hate gambling.
Oh, Steam recommended this to me when I got on Steam today. Now that I'm looking at it, because they're like, you're playing Shots and Daggers, so you like this, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically you are given a deadline and a certain amount of chips you need to earn, I need to earn by using those chips in a slot machine, which is 3x5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And you are given tickets to get little modifier token. And every once in a while you will get a phone call, and you will either get a detrimental modifier or a positive modifier. And basically you're stuck into this room with a slot machine, a little desk for your trinkets, a deposit machine where you deposit your chips, and you get a interest off of them, and a little shelf of the trinkets you want to buy, and a toilet in the far right of it where you can get other bonuses by using it.
Clover Pit is kind of rough though. I've been playing that. I don't think I can get past the 4th or 5th round. I did get a key one time, and I think
I have gotten. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
I have gotten 2 keys so far. So
Damn.
Yeah, and each key will let you unlock a drawer where you can store your trinkets between rounds.
And it's got a free demo out also for anyone that wants to try it out.
I'll give it a shot. What's it called again? Cloverway? What?
Clover
Pit.
Clover Pit. Gotcha.
Yeah, well, it has a lot of hellish imagery and a lot of and some disturbing stuff. So,
but it's also pixelated.
Fine.
Yes, yeah,
That's fine.
It has that PS1 aesthetic.
Oh, you're right. Okay, you are right, Desiree. That is more PS1. But God, PS1 is such an ugly aesthetic nowadays, but somehow there's some charm to it once in a while.
Like mouthwashing. Wink, wink.
Is that your next game?
No, we did it.
That's right. Okay.
I'm just teasing him. So
you're fine. I did not like that game.
Yeah, another game I can bring up. I have a bunch of games I wanna.
You want to mention like 1 or 2 more, then we'll go on to Kyle, and we'll come back for the final round.
Oh yeah, I got one more in the hat. I have been playing again some Helldivers 2 in the configuration where it'll only download 22 gigabytes.
Oh no.
No, I believe the joke is that the game was poorly optimized, wasn't it, Desiree?
It had a bunch of almost all the assets in the game were duplicated.
Oh no.
So people with regular hard drives can get a faster load in.
Oh, that's probably not very nice for a multiplayer game.
So basically all that bulk and whatnot was just reused assets, just duplicated ad nauseum, or a certain amount to make smooth loading times for people with regular hard drives, not solid state drives. So if you go to your Helldivers install thing in Steam, you right click it, you go to manage, you go to properties, you go to betas, And there's 2 beta participation things. There's the Legacy and the Slim. Hit the Slim, and you will download like 22 gigabytes instead of like 150, which was the normal. Yeah, I think they're testing it, but it's coming along pretty well, I think.
Goddamn Helldivers.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
All right, and Kyle.
Well, to kind of pretty much round off my section on the games I've been playing, I've actually been playing, not to spoil things, but a couple of games for the show, and folks, you'll just have to tune in to those future episodes. Wink, wink, wink at the camera. But to actually talk about games I have played that I can talk about, so, as well as, speaking of kind of recent-ish games, since I've been playing a decent amount of recent-ish games, this game actually came out at the very beginning of December, and I'm very happy I was able to grab it, because I've been playing it online with some friends of mine, and I'm normally not the biggest, multiplayer online gamer person. I mean, I play a lot of these games by myself, too, because I'm a big fan of the genre. I think, they're just as fun, if not even better, with friends. I have been playing... Give me a second. Let me get my Steam thing. I have been playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion, and I am really impressed with it. I think Tribute has really been killing it with all of the cool little beat-em-ups they've been making. TMNT Shredder's Revenge was my game of the year for 2022. Really fun as hell game. And this game, I don't think I can quite say it's my game of the year, but it's still really damn good. It feels fun. A lot of playable characters, and I really like that in a beat 'em up. The characters are all fun. I have some of my favorites that I main, that I really enjoy. I'm actually kind of surprised at the characters who I ended up sort of really enjoying and maining. Some of them I'm like, oh yeah, I called it, but then there's others where I'm like, oh, I didn't expect this character to be that fun, but okay, they are. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a lot of fun. Tribute Games has been doing some really cool beat-em-ups, and I'm also excited for their next game, which is going to be Scott Pilgrim EX. I'm very excited for that, because
Yeah,
the exact same developers as the original Scott Pilgrim video game. I'm very excited when EX comes out. I want to see if it's any different from the original Scott Pilgrim game. I mean, it looks different to a degree, but just I can't wait to see how it plays, how it feels. I'm really excited, and there's going to be even more characters in this new Scott Pilgrim. So yeah, Tribute Games has been doing some really, really kick-ass fun beat-em-ups. And Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a lot of fun. If you like your beat-em-ups, go pick it out. It's fun online and multiplayer, and it's fun single player. It gives you a challenge. It's really good stuff. It's such a good little retro throwback, but with some modern ideas, and I respect the hell out of that, and I think they work really well. But yeah, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, such a good time. Really enjoying that. Let's see, what else have I been playing?
I have been playing that as well, and I love playing She-Hulk. I love grabbing people.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's also a big She-Hulk fan. She-Hulk's fun. I've really been enjoying Venom. Venom's really fun. I like Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider's also really good.
Cosmic Ghost.
And a character who I actually kind of predicted that I was like, oh, I'm going to really have fun playing is Captain America. I don't know what it is with a lot of whenever Captain America is in a game like the Data East Avengers game from the arcades from the early 90s.
Yes.
The Capcom Marvel games that Captain America's been in, but I always really like playing as Captain America. He's a fun character. He has some fun projectile moves. He's got some good berserker moves. Just good character. He has some fun moves. Yep. Yeah, Captain America is a lot of fun, and Marvel Cosmic Invasion is good times. As well, I have also been playing, let's see here. I have also been trying out, what was it? Oh, right, now I remember. I think about a year or two ago, or not the last time I was on the show, but a little while back, on a previous episode that I was on for this specific show, for What Are You Playing? I was talking about playing the Game Boy Color version of Mario Golf, which is really awesome. The portable Mario sports games are like these little mini RPGs, and they're so damn good because it's Camelot, and Camelot's always super good. Well, I've been playing Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color, and that's also fantastic. Really just any of the portable, aside from Mario Tennis on 3DS, which that's the only outlier is the shitty one. Mario Tennis on Game Boy Color is so good, and it's just so well done. It's such a fun cool little RPG adventure with, instead of the fights though, you play tennis. And I feel like Mario Tennis might be my favorite, sports game. I played other tennis games, and I've enjoyed them. I know Sega has made a ton of really great tennis games. Some of the Namco ones for the PlayStation are also pretty fun. I remember Super Tennis on Super Nintendo being pretty decent. But yeah, Mario Tennis, really Camelot doing the sports games is damn good sports games. And Mario Tennis on the Game Boy Color is still really fun. It's a good challenge. Keeps you busy. It's a good time waster. It's just good stuff. And I believe that is pretty much everything that I've been playing for the past couple of weeks. And really, what I've been playing for the past, few months, just playing this and that and, just sort of catching up on things.
All right. And Joe, I know you said you had another game to mention.
Yes. So after beating half of it when it came out and then beating the other half, only to find out I've got way more game. For the first run, I beat Silent Hill F.
Nice.
I love Silent Hill F. Great game.
Yeah, it's a great game, but holy shit, I loved everything about it. I loved the fighting mechanics aren't too bad. I do think that it has the same issue most horror games has, where I do feel like it kind of drags on towards the end. But at the end of the day, it's not that big of an issue. But I did like a lot of it. And also, word of warning, if anyone hasn't played it yet, the game does require you to get you have to play the game 5 times.
Okay. I getcha.
Yeah, but because the first ending you get is the bad ending, and the game basically tells you how to get the good ending. But what's even funnier is I looked up on what's the best way to do these in order or whatever, and it's first you do the regular ending, which is the bad ending, and then you do the UFO ending, because the UFO ending you can get at the end of, I think, the 3rd chapter or something, and then it'll do the UFO ending and you start a new game. But you can start the new game with the lightsaber, which is the best weapon in the game. So it's now when you have to get the other endings, it's easier just to go through the game with the best weapon.
I've really enjoyed Silent Hill F. Really solid game. It's nice to see Silent Hill back in action. I'd like to see what else is coming up for the series. NeoBards as a developer has been really interesting, and I'm happy with really the collab of Silent Hill F. As the writer of it's really cool. I've always enjoyed Higurashi. I've not played Umeneko though. I know Umeneko is very infamous for a lot of kind of weird things. I did really enjoy Higurashi.
One day I'll watch Higurashi. Today's not that day though.
It's a good time. It's a solid little horror series.
Any other games, Joe?
No, I'm pretty much good there.
All right. And Kerry, I know you had a couple.
Yeah, well, so I want to talk, I'll talk very briefly about one that I just finished and then one that I'm currently playing. I'm not going to really talk about them, I'll mention I just beat Dark Souls 3 again. This is my first time doing a katana playthrough. So I played with the Uji katana for the entire game. I got the Uji katana immediately, as soon as I beat the tutorial boss. You can get it if you know how to get it. So I got it and then played with it all the way through the end of the game. I did try out some other weapons, but I beat every single boss there is in the game, including all the optional bosses, and all of them were killed with the Uchi katana except for the tutorial boss, which, is before it. And then I would say the final boss of Dark Souls 3, the final boss of the second DLC, which is usually considered by most people to be the hardest boss in all of I would say definitely the hardest boss in the trilogy anyway. Gale, Slave Knight Gale. I beat him with the crow talons, the claws instead. But anyway, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. Uji katana or katana build I would not call it easy compared to some other builds I've done. It's not nearly as easy as the Pyromancer build that I did before, but it's probably the second easiest after that. But also I think I know the game. Every time I beat it, I know the game better. So I did that. And then I'm currently just started last night and I've already put in I don't even want to say how many hours on my game.
You're on vacation.
Tied. My favorite game of all time is a tie between Breath of the Wild and Elden Ring. And I am playing Elden Ring again. I have not played Elden Ring since I beat the DLC in 2024. I was like, all right, we'll take some time off Elden Ring because my playtime on Elden Ring is at over 500 hours. So I need to take a break. And now I'm back on it and I'm doing a gimmick build where I only use shields, no weapons. And it is ridiculous. It is hard, but when it works, it's just really, really it's stupidly fun. It's stupid. And if I was willing to use another weapon, it would be easy mode, because essentially there's a mechanic in Elden Ring that they introduced called guard countering. where if you block something with your shield, you can immediately you hit R2 to do a strong attack in retaliation that does bonus damage. I think it does 40% bonus 40% bonus damage or something like that. I don't know, maybe not that much. Well, it's not a bug. Whenever you hit somebody with a shield, it does extra poise damage to them, and when you break someone's poise, they like fall down and become open to like what's called a visceral attack, a crit. And you can't crit with shields, and that's what makes this not easy mode. If I would switch to a dagger or something, it would become just delete bosses. Because if you have a great shield, like the big, heavy, giant shield, and you guard counter with a great shield, it takes 2 to 3 hits to stun almost any enemy in the game, including bosses. So the trick, what would make this like an easy mode is guard counter with the shield, stun them, then switch to a dagger and get a massive visceral attack. Instead, I'm not doing that. And since you can't crit with the shield, I just do like double damage instead of like quintuple damage or whatever. So it's still really funny. Just almost any random mook, including just like big tough guys, they'll hit me and I just guard counter them once or twice and they immediately fall to their knees. So it's pretty funny. So that's what I've been doing with all my video game time for the past couple of days. But what I actually wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about is I beat a couple of weeks ago Persona 5 Royal for the first time.
Hey, nice. Congratulations.
And I adore that game. I love it so much. Persona 4, I've only ever played Persona 4, and so this is only my second one. I have Persona 3 Reload installed, but I also have Metaphor ReFantazio installed. So, and I only like to play one RPG at a time. So when I beat Clair Obscur, I'm going to do Metaphor ReFantazio. Then after that, Persona 3 Reload. But yeah, I love Persona 5. Especially Royal. I've only played Royal, but I know what it added, and the stuff that it added, everything that it added is stuff that is great to me. I liked the characters, I liked the character development, the story, the music. It's a pretty game. So yeah, I don't know. It's everyone's played that game. It's probably, but yeah, I love Persona 5 Royal. Well, there you go. Well, do you have a spare 120 hours? Because that's my RPG in a week. Yeah, my final time on my final save was 129 hours. So
God damn.
And that I did not even max out all of my social ranks. I still had I think I had 6 or 7 people who I didn't max out. So I could have easily put more time into the game, but I was like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna move forward with this now.
I am a master at getting through games fast and doing a lot of shit in them. So
I think a person could beat Persona 5 Royal with the good ending in probably 70 hours. I would think 70. And you could get one of the not good endings faster than that, but because there's an entire third semester that you have to do some stuff that I don't think is very intuitive. I would not have figured out. I'm glad that when I told people I was playing it, they're like, all right, no spoilers, but do these 2 things. That's it. There's only 2 spoilers they're going to give you. Do these 2 things. Trust me. And I did, and so I got the third. But if you don't do those 2 things, you don't get the third semester. And I was not inclined to do those 2 things. So if you're interested in the game, ask somebody, what are the 2 things I have to do to get the third semester? That's it.
I'm not interested.
That's the Royal part of Persona 5?
Royal adds a lot of stuff, but the third semester is one of the things it adds, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it adds a whole other, there's a whole extra character that's throughout the whole game with you that was added, which is the same thing Persona 4 Golden did. It added, what's her name in the Velvet Room? I can't remember her name now, but this one adds a character named Kasumi. And then it adds a lot of other stuff. It changes the layout of the dungeons to make them a little more convenient and a little less tedious. It does a lot of stuff, but yeah, the main thing it does is it adds this entire third semester of an entire new dungeon and storyline, and the addition to the storyline is really, really good. And I feel like the story would have really felt lacking comparatively without it. But I can't say because I never played the original. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's all my games. That's everything.
All right, Desiree, do you have any other games to mention?
No, not anymore.
Okay, Kyle, done, but I don't want to be an ass.
No, I think that's pretty much everything that I've really been playing. Anything else I can think of? No, actually, that's pretty much it.
Okay, we'll go to movies next, and I apparently have none to mention because I have none of my notes. Joe, do you have any movies?
We're doing just movies, right? Movies first.
Just movies.
So
Not TV. Okay.
I
Not yet.
decided to do. I mean, it's a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while, and my partner decided to finally put it on. We watched Weapons, which
Nice.
was
I love that movie.
yeah, it's a great movie, terrifying movie, and
I love that movie so much.
yeah, that movie was not what I thought it was about.
yeah, it wasn't.
That ending was amazing. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't want to spoil anything. Man, just holy shit! I was like just aghast in my theater when I saw it. I was like, that was what? That was amazing.
Yes.
And I want to say we should get through this quickly, but I'll just go through the movies. I don't have a lot either. For Christmas, I decided to watch Violet Night, which I think Mike's done for the podcast, haven't you?
Nice.
Great movie.
Yeah, great movie. Love that movie. And I also I've told Mike about this numerous times. I went to go see Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair. It's a 4.5 hour fucking movie.
Oh God.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. There's the only reason why it's worth it for two reasons. One, I thought everyone thought because they're like, oh, we're adding a new an animated sequence to it, and both me and my friends and the Huz thought it was going to be the new Fortnite animation that they made. It wasn't. They got Studio Animation G to make a longer anime sequence for
Orin.
For Orin's background, and that's a whole other it's a great sequence too. And there is a 15-minute intervention in between both parts, thankfully. So I was able to go back out and grab more snacks and then come back and then try not to fall asleep on the boring second half of the movie.
Man, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 combined is my second favorite Tarantino movie. I love it. I really wanted you to say it was like not worth it so that I wouldn't feel like I really need to go to it.
It'll probably come out on video. It's not like you're gonna miss
That's
it.
what I'm waiting for.
I know, but I want to see it in the theater. Oh my
It
gosh.
was really fun in theaters too, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that movie on the big screen.
Yeah. I saw both of them on the big screen, once upon a time, but
But that's
That's awesome.
my movies. Yeah.
That's so cool. Do you find out you find out more about the smiling man, right? In the animatic?
Yeah, the guy that kills her like dad with a katana.
Her dad.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard that that it gives you backstory more on him. I'm like, yes, I want to know. We never get to see. I want to see.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They gloss over his death in the in fact, I'm super wrong. I do also have one more movie that I also won't spoil. I watched the new Knives Out movie, Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, nuts.
And I thought that was really good. I haven't seen Glass Onion, but I've heard from people who have seen Glass Onion that this is better than
Like Glass Onion. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I've been hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than Glass Onion. So if you thought Glass Onion was okay, this one's really good. If you thought Glass Onion was good, this one's way better. So
Did you ever watch the Sesame Street parody? Beignet Blanc?
No, I did not.
Yeah, they did a loving tribute to Knives Out with the main character being called Beignet Blanc.
Yeah.
I love when they do that stuff.
Very cute food reference.
If you've seen the Sesame Street True Blood parody with the Count, it's so good. I love when they do these things. I'm like, who is this for? This is for the parents that are watching this with their kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, check out the Sesame Street True Blood parody. It's good stuff.
Any of the Sesame Street like those pop culture references are. It's like for the parents. Like, oh my god, I know this. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm glad that it was good because I know a lot of the big Knives Out fans were not happy with Glass Onion. So,
Kerry, do you have any movies?
all I'll say is my wife and I do know. So my wife and son and I, we are like family night. Our family thing we do is every night with dinner, we sit down and watch a show. And we've watched through a ton of TV shows, but also a lot of movies. And we finished in the last week, we watched the Downton Abbey, the grand finale. Downton Abbey is a show that the three of us watched through together. And mostly the shows we watch are shows my wife and I watched together back before our son was born. And then or when he was young, and now we're showing to him. He loves Downton Abbey.
Nice.
And so yeah, we watched the grand finale, and it was the best of the Downton Abbey movies by far of the three. The Downton Abbey movies are really, they just feel like a long episode of the TV show. This third one actually feels like it. No, this is legitimately made sense to be a movie, and it is like the final word on Downton Abbey, and it was a good. It came out back in I think August, but we didn't go see it in the theater because we're cheap. So we watched it. We actually bought it on. We had some credits and bought it online. But so we watched that, and then we've been showing him. We showed him my number one favorite movie of all time, The Big Lebowski, and he loved it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and then tonight we started showing him what was my favorite movie when I was 17 or 18 years old, and it's no longer my favorite movie, but I still love it. Clerks.
Oh, nice.
And I just want to tell you, parenting. I don't know if it's a parenting win or not. When you and your wife are sitting there with your 13-year-old son, and it gets to the scene where Randall is ordering the porn on the phone.
Oh God.
And I was just like, so what'd you think about that? He's like, well, you told me it was going to be dirty. I don't know what I expected, but he's like, I've heard worse stuff at school. It's fine. I'm like, God.
Wow. Hey, Kerry.
Yeah.
My pipes need cleaning.
So what?
My pipes need cleaning.
My pipes need cleaning. Yeah.
Put it where it doesn't belong.
That's the least dirty of all of them.
Put it where it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
It's weird. No, what?
37.
Yeah.
In a row?
I love when I just want to say I love the part where she storms out and he goes out after. He's like, try not to suck any dicks on the way to the parking lot, and then the guy follows her. He's like, hey, come back here. Yeah, so we got he's enjoying Clerks though. So yeah, we're gonna watch the first. We're gonna watch the first four. We're gonna watch the first four New Jersey movies. We're gonna skip Jay and Silent Bob and go to Clerks 2, and that's probably all we're gonna watch. But
you should watch the animated series.
Yeah, I have that on. Yeah, I have all these on DVD. I have all these on DVD. We'll watch if he's into it. We'll watch the animated series. I like the animated series. My wife has never seen it, so.
Oh man, it's fun times.
But that's all my movies.
I gotta respect you for your choices with that, because it's like you're showing him like a good Kevin Smith movie, and you're showing him like Coen Brothers. Like, oh my God, like
yeah.
I hope you show him more Coen Brothers. Like,
we will.
Like Fargo, I hope you show him Hail Caesar, Raising Arizona. Like, show him all the classics.
Burn After Reading.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, No Country for Old Men is.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
One of my favorite movies. It is very basic of me, but my three favorite directors are the Coen brothers, Kevin Smith, and Tarantino. So we'll watch a lot of that stuff. I don't love all of their movies from any of them, but we'll watch a lot of their stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, every director's made like a movie. There's some movies that are good, and some are just like Yeah, and
Tarantino is just a bag of dicks, and fuck him.
Yeah,
right now.
Like,
fuck him for attacking Matthew Lillard. I mean, that's not even the worst of his crimes. That's just the most recent.
Like, are we allowed to be a little political? Because, like, I know Joe was like really praising seeing the whole affair, and like, I would go see it, but like, I'm not gonna go support a genocide supporter. Like,
no. Fuck Tarantino.
No.
But I can't pretend I don't love his movies. Like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is one of my. I mean, I will just randomly at 11 p.m. be like, man, I haven't watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in like 3 months. And watch the whole 3.5 hour fucking movie in a sitting, and then get up for work at 6 a.m.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Jackie Brown is like one of my favorite movies from the 90s. Like, I love that movie so much.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, we should our son. We kind of like we haven't shown him anything violent, but otherwise we don't worry about like cursing or nudity, things like that. The most violent thing we've watched with him is Stranger Things, which he actually didn't. Yeah, he was like,
violent.
Like it's also kind of young adultish. Like,
and he asked to stop watching it because he wasn't enjoying the violence and stuff. So he's like, he wasn't into it. We got like 6 episodes in. He's like, I don't really want to watch this anymore. It's like, that's cool.
I get it. Yeah, that's understandable.
So we're tangent because I actually ran up. Kyle, to be fair, yes, I did not watch Kill Bill because of Quentin Tarantino. I watched Kill Bill because I'm a gay man and I love Uma Thurman. I love nuts.
I know, Joe. Like Uma Thurman is the queen. Like I love her.
I love Uma Thurman. Nothing like watching Uma Thurman fight people with a katana.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm a straight man and also appreciate Uma Thurman.
I mean, how can you not? She's amazing. But like
she is. And also, she's a goddess.
Like, watching Uma Thurman go into a Japanese bar and like literally murk fucking everybody is like amazing. And also not only murk everybody, but also murk a Japanese schoolgirl who has a killer yo-yo.
I need to rewatch those movies someday.
All right.
Big
Yeah.
toe.
All right,
Yeah.
Desiree, do you have some movies to mention?
Yeah, one, which is I also have a group of friends that we watch movies together. We watched one last Friday. We watched Tokyo Godfathers.
Oh, nice! That's a masterpiece. I love that movie. Makes me
Yes,
cry. Makes me cry. It's such a good movie.
And it's a Christmas movie, so
Hell yeah, it is. It literally is. Like, it takes place on Christmas. It's about, these homeless people trying to help this baby find a home on Christmas. Yeah, very much a Christmas movie.
And I believe there was a podcast about it from you guys that
Actually got released today, the day of this
Oh,
recording.
wow. Nice.
Go check it
Right
out.
on time.
Good timing, yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on it, but I had some other. It was exactly that showing that was conflicting with it.
No, of course.
Yeah, I was
Great,
watching.
though.
Yeah,
Great movie.
It is.
yeah, and great representation.
Oh, yeah. And shout out to the new English dub they made for that. They got a transgender woman to play a transgender woman character. Like, that's fucking amazing. Holy shit.
Oh, that's awesome. That
That-
almost never freaking
Major.
happens too.
No.
Major.
That's-
Even in the original sub, they had a drag queen player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which, that's also pretty impressive for Japan, because I know queer culture in Japan is also like, they're dealing with their own shit, the queers in Japan. So it's like, when they can get representation too, like, fuck yeah, representation matters. I know people go like, oh, diversity, I don't like it, blah, 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 but like, no, this shit fucking matters. This shit means shit to people. Like, every little thing you see that may look like some whatever and you're gonna get all pissy about politics, like, this fucking matters.
I know it sounds weird. I need someone to sit me down and explain it to me. I never understand the gay. Well, it's a weird thing. I never understand the gay issue in Japan, because Japan has a whole aisle of just gay shit for men, and they have more gay people in TV shows than we do too, as well, and all this other stuff. But then you go and find out
Parody, unfortunately.
Yeah.
really? Okay, that's weird.
Well, there's just it's a bunch of conservative right-wing bullshit, and unfortunately it's a bit more prominent in Japan, and there's also race stuff that I can't talk about because I'm a fucking useless white dude. I can't, there are things that I just can't talk about, and that's fine. I shouldn't, because I'm only me, and I can only talk about the issues that I face. I mean, I'll try to, speak for people like I'm sure anybody else would, but, we're just who we are.
Yeah, there's a lot of stereotypes and bad representation of gay people
of course.
in Japan, unfortunately.
Okay, it's it's supposed to be like Kyle said, it's supposed to be a parody and it's supposed to be what's bad. And okay, that's weird.
Well,
But all right.
it's not even so much parody. It's just there are ways to handle queer subjects tastefully, and then there's just making a cartoon caricature out of somebody and with exaggerating queer stereotypes.
The other really good representation I think I know is from the Kamen Rider season. It was
yeah.
Fruit. It had the Korean guy, yeah.
Awesome. I'm not as familiar with Kamen Rider stuff. I've only seen a few series, but that's really cool. That's awesome. And that stuff's made for kids. That's even more awesome. Hell yeah. Queer kids exist too, and it's important to make sure they have stuff to look up to and people to look up to. But yeah, and plus, sorry, I don't want to, diverge too much on the subject matter, but Tokyo Godfathers was a movie directed by Satoshi Kon, and that guy, he was really good with the human experience. He was good at, him and his crew of crew of writers and producers and animators. Whatever movie he helped direct, there was always something really beautiful and human about it. Even something that's scary and terrifying, like Perfect Blue. There's, it's really well made. It's beautiful art. It's really trying to do something.
Yeah, he is on my really short list of my favorite directors.
Oh yeah, guy was amazing, and it sucks he died so young. Fucking so much talent.
Cancer.
Everything.
It was
Everything he made was fucking incredible. Even there's not even a bad movie he's made. I find Paprika just kind of okay, but I would take an okay fucking Satoshi Kon movie over like everything. Like it's like, you know, like, oh, the 5-star meal was just a 4.5 star. Like it's still pretty fucking good. Like, you know.
And Kyle,
Sorry.
do you have any movies to mention?
Sure.
Oh, just one last thing.
Sorry.
Con, you should check out Memories.
Yes, Memories
Yeah.
is also that's a great segment.
Yeah,
That's a great little movie about a couple of different stories. Great movie. Memories is great.
Yeah. I don't think he helped on it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Memories is it's a series of like 3 different stories, and each one was done by a different person. It's an anthology. There we go.
That's it. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, Mike. I didn't mean to go into that whole spangle. But anyways,
You're fine.
Thank you. Okay, so going on to my movies that I've seen recently. So October and November were kind of dry periods-ish for like new quote-unquote movies, but I have been still watching things. And back in October, so I know it's December, but you know, like the time that I haven't been on this specific show, you know, like just kind of, you know, remembering what I did and everything. In October, for, you know, trying to watch some spooky movies for, you know, horror month, I watched Clown in a Cornfield, a cool little horror slasher movie. I can't remember who's the director, but he also directed Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is awesome because like Tucker and Dale versus Evil is a masterpiece. Like that's a fantastic modern horror movie. It's such a funny movie, so well done. Anyways, the director of that also directed Clown in a Cornfield, and I believe, yes, I'm just confirming with myself with the research I have. This is a series YA horror novels, Clown in a Cornfield. There's a couple of other sequels to it too, and this is adapting the first book, and it was pretty decent. I wasn't really it didn't blow me away, but it was still a fun little, cool little horror slasher. I like the writing for it. There's some really nice surprises at the end that I don't want to spoil. You know, for folks that actually want to go watch it, there's some really sweet, nice things at the end. And I'm not gonna say how it is or why it is. It's queer. A Clown in a Cornfield is queer, and that's all I'll say. Clown in a Cornfield was a fun little slasher. There's some good kills. There's some nice characters. I think that's always a sign of a good horror movie when you actually care about the human characters in it. You know, as much as I enjoy slashers and horror movies, I think it's a bad sign when you actually want your characters to die. You know, I think a good movie in that type of subgenre is, you know, you actually want to root for the characters. Yeah, Clown in a Cornfield was fun. And then recently, just a few days ago, this actually just got released into theaters. I believe it has a bit more of a limited distribution. It's kind of being released by some smaller companies, smaller studios. I saw the newest remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night. So this is based off of a horror series from the 80s of Christmas-themed horror movies. Now, there's a few movies in this series, and honestly, they all kind of suck. Which sucks because, Christmas horror can be fun if you do it right. And, one of my favorite movies of all time is Black Christmas from the 70s, which is a Canadian movie, directed by Bob Clark, who also fucking directed A Christmas Story. So, man, that's crazy story, crazy situations you end up in. Anyways, I saw the newest remake for Silent Night, Deadly Night, and honestly, I fucking loved it. I loved that more than any other Silent Night, Deadly Night movie in the entire seseries. The new Silent Night,
Day.
Yeah, Garbage Day! I love that meme. That's so good. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is a very weird movie, and it is very cheaply shot. Man, it's amazing how much of that movie is just a recap of the first movie. They had a shoestring budget. Anyways,
weird.
Yeah. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025 is fantastic. I seriously had such a fun time with it. I liked the lead character, the lead actor who plays Billy, Rowan Campbell. He played Corey, I think, Cunningham from Halloween Ends. And I know a lot of people have a lot of shit to say about the David Gordon Green trilogy of Halloween movies. I actually really enjoyed them. They're flawed. They're very flawed. The first of the three, the first of the trilogy is fantastic. Halloween Kills is very flawed, but I still like it, and I think David Gordon Green really did something just kind of weird, and I actually kind of appreciate that. He was really going for a very specific political message, and it's just holy shit, that dude, it's gonna hammer it into you. Hey, do you understand the message now? And it's no, I appreciate that. And Halloween Ends was a very odd movie. It went into some really weird things. I know for a lot of people, they said it wasn't really the satisfying thing they wanted, and like I get it, but I kind of respect that it wasn't like what the crowd wanted to end the series with, and I'm honestly actually fine with it though. But that's just me. And
yeah, 100% on all of what you just said, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like,
Yeah.
what I say about this series.
Yeah, for Halloween Kills, I just want to say, I know writers who use subtext. They're cowards.
Yeah, exactly. They're fucking cowards. Just, like what... subtext. Ooh, look. Saw the new Silent Night, Deadly Night remake. I like Rowan Campbell as an actor. I liked him in Halloween Ends, and I really like him in this movie, too. I can't say what happens because it just came out, and honestly, if you're interested, go check it out. It's a fun as hell movie. A lot of good kills. Oh, and by the way, this movie explicitly says, kill all Nazis and all cops are bastards, and I respect the hell out of that. Stuff like that in this environment, in this modern environment. Really fun as hell movie. And shockingly, it's my number one movie of the year. I thought Weapons was going to be my number one and Sinners was going to be number two, but damn, Silent Night, Deadly Night took it and ran away with it. So now, I'm actually rearranging my top 3 movies of the year, and it's all horror, once again, because, horror has been really amazing this past decade. It's going to be Silent Night, Deadly Night at number 1, Sinners at number 2, and Weapons at number 3. All fantastic movies. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been watching for movies. Sorry, Mike. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I wanted to say that my favorite movie of the year is Superman.
Nice. Superman is excellent.
Superman was a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
movie.
God, Superman was so good.
I was just going to mention something. So I did not get to see this movie yet, but I'm planning to watch it tonight or tomorrow. And that is, Another Battle After Another. Is that what it's called?
Oh, nice. The new
Battle After Another?
Yeah, one battle after another. The new
breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking news for those of us recording, not for people listening. It just hit HBO
Nice.
Max.
Good.
So
Well, for those
HBO
listening, they're hearing this 3 days from now, as long as I can edit fast. So
yeah, so it's on. So because I was waiting for it to come to streaming, and it came to streaming way faster than I expected. So
good. Paul Thomas Anderson makes good shit. He's a good director.
Yeah.
Another good director. Yeah,
Not
nice.
confused with Wes Anderson and Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
Right.
they're all very different people.
Very different.
W.S. Anderson does all the video game stuff. Wes Anderson does all the weird kind of fun comedy artsy movies, and Paul Thomas Anderson does really ambitious shit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to TV next, and I'll start with TV. No anime. That's the last part, So for TV, I have 2 things to mention. One, the Sean Combs The Reckoning documentary. That's actually really fucking good.
Nice.
It's hard to watch it, not as bad as some people watch.
Mhm.
He is a fucking piece of shit, and I really hope they get him on something else in the future and his ass don't get out of jail.
What a shame. What a shame.
Sean
that
Puff
guy
Diddy,
had so much...
Puff Daddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him.
He did, or whatever.
Okay.
That asshole.
And I wonder what'll happen with the $2,000 that he has to pay Sting every time every day he has to pay Sting $2,000 for the Biggie tribute.
Right.
He doesn't pay anybody. That's how he got in part of the mess of that documentary, because they have footage that he did, but then when he lost this court trial, he didn't want to pay the guy, even though you still have to pay the guy. He thought he was Trump. And then the guy went and sold the footage that he had to 50 Cent, which is partly how they made this documentary. So it's kind of funny. But good documentary, explains a lot about how much of a piece of shit that man is.
Yeah,
and then I also watched Stranger Things season 2. I'm trying to go back to get ready for 5. So we're currently on 3. I'm like halfway done with 3. I mean, I'm enjoying it. 2 is a bad season. I will say that. But
decent
2 is the
parts.
worst.
I like season 2.
There's
It's
some
okay,
decent.
but weakest. Easy.
There's some decent parts in 2. Like there's some decent parts, but there's a lot of shit in season 2 that I can't watch because it's just hard to watch.
It's just it is the weakest of I started watching 3 and we're halfway done with 3. I'm like, man, 3 is really good.
Well, 3 is really good, but I thought 4 was mostly really bad. So
Yeah.
3 years in between seasons, I forget how your show was.
yeah, I really felt like they should have just stopped after season 3, but I've heard season 5 is good. So
That's what I've heard too. I'm trying to get through this so I can watch that, because I'm worried that season 5 hasn't been spoiled for me yet, and I'm
of course.
we need to get moving it. I mean, That's why me and my wife are trying to get through season 3 so we can get to watch 4 again and then get to 5 because she's like, I don't remember any of this. I'm like, you know what? I don't either, and I have a pretty good memory for TV.
I'm not even the biggest like Stranger Things fan, but if Max and Lucas aren't Endgame, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Because like that couple is so cute. They're such cute kids, and it's just like if their love doesn't make it, like fuck everything. Like just life sucks.
Fair. I hope they do too.
Lucas is my favorite character because he's the only one that actually sticks to his D&D fucking
Yeah.
Nice.
He goes from a small spoiler. He goes from using a slingshot to where I've seen clips where he just straight up is throwing baseballs at things. I'm like, that's a fair Ranger class.
Yep. Nice.
All right. And Joe, do you have any TV that isn't anime?
Yes, I do. I do have things that are TV. In fact, that segue. I've been watching Stranger Things season 5, and I literally so first off, Netflix is a fucking liar. When I was told Stranger Things Part 1, 2, and 3, I expected this to be in Part 1, a 2-hour segment, Part 2, a 2-hour segment, and then Part 3, a 3-hour segment, probably. Not 4 fucking episodes.
Sorry.
And I went, okay, so let's try to chisel our way through this, Huz, so we can see what's going on. And I got to the second episode, and not spoiler, it's important actually. I didn't understand something, and I went, am I forgetting something from the last season? I know, I'll text my loving, adorable sister because she is way smarter and way gayer than me. So I went, hey sister, I don't recognize this. Do you? And she goes, oh, that's from the play. You have to go watch something about the play. Because if not, you won't understand shit from season 5. And I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me that.
I hate it.
I hate it so much. Marvel's ruined this for everyone. I strictly blame Marvel. And then I watched the first episode of Fallout Season 2. Still a little dry. I think the Fallout show has that issue where the first episode's a little dry, but once it like kicks up dirt, it really starts going uphill. And first episode is just a lot of exposition. And who's the guy that plays the ghoul?
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins. Walton Goggins.
The Walton Goggins, I would open mouth kiss first chance I get. But that's not
nice.
That's not the point though. But yeah, Fallout has a new season. I'm excited to watch it. The first episode's okay, but like I said, I had the same issue with the first season when I didn't like the first episode that much, and then it really kicked off for me.
My vacation begins tonight, and I've been saving the new Fallout for vacation, so I'm excited for it.
And then last and very least, I have this thing I like to do. Mike knows about it, and if you're listening to the podcast, you also know about it. Where I like to get stoned every so often, and I've been liking to put in the background because I'm going through really shitty cartoon sitcoms. I'm going through American Dad now. I've caught up to Futurama. I'm waiting to save The Simpsons for a rainy day. So I decided to do American Dad, and holy shit, those first 3 seasons are like, wouldn't it be funny if we make fun of the Republicans? And I was like, man, Republicans in 2008 were fucking awful.
Yeah, they were.
This show is aged perfectly. And then
you ain't seen nothing yet of what they were thinking.
Yeah, and then what is it? And then I hate where you can see where it's Seth MacFarlane, where Family Guy really, really suffers from it. But since American Dad's the backup show, American Dad has the weird segment where they also start doing musicals because Seth MacFarlane became obsessed with musicals for like 5 years. Y'all remember that? Where like every other fucking Family Guy.
He made albums of himself singing, and it's like, okay, I get it. You're singing.
There's like 3 seasons of Family Guy where like every like 3 episodes is a musical. It's fucking ridiculous. But that ended up ending quickly. And now American Dads, and what I refer to my favorite phrase, where Republicans weren't as funny to make fun of anymore. So the show's just batshit fucking crazy. There's been like 3 Apocalypse episodes. Stan's dad became the Krampus for some reason. Roger got stuck in a Hydron collector and caused the apocalypse. Haley has a husband, and he goes to space because everyone hates his character, but then they miss his character, so he comes back from space, and he has an adventure with Sinbad's ghost, and Sinbad's not dead. So, but it's a show where I'm like, man, it's a really good year to be a stoner and watch really stonery shows. And then as of Wednesday, just because I know saying it in a podcast would be really funny for Mike, decided to watch the current season of South Park, and last night's episode ended where Satan was pregnant with Trump's baby and was about to have a butt baby from Trump, and then they make a Epstein joke where the baby mysteriously hangs itself in the womb.
Oh no.
And it's like, wow, South Park, really? They're like, yeah, look, here's the ultrasound. Then there's like 3 seconds of missing ultrasound, and the baby just hanged itself, and everyone goes, oh, well, everyone knows babies just do that. Yeah, everyone knows babies just do that. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, but holy shit, South Park. It's really funny because the whole season is just, man, Trump really likes to have sex with Satan. That's my TV show that's not anime.
All right, and Kerry.
Yeah, so I just finished last week watching The Diplomat on Netflix. This is Kerry Russell, who, the old people like me remember from Felicity back in the 90s, but she was, she was the lead, one of the 2 leads in The Americans, which, I'm an historian, and my specialty in grad school was the Cold War, so I love The Americans. The Diplomat is starring her as the main character, though it's got a really good cast, and it's created by the creator. I'm sorry, not the creator. It's created by one of the showrunners and lead writers, The West Wing. Not Aaron Sorkin, but another person. Yeah, it's a woman. I can't remember her name, but she was like one of the lead. She was one of the showrunners on it and one of the lead creators of The West Wing. And it's like it has a lot of that kind of West Wing charm and humor and snappy dialogue, but without the like neoliberal like optimism. It's very, very good show. It's about like Kerry Russell is basically she's supposed to be, she's a State Department veteran who is supposed to be heading up a mission in Kabul, and then last minute she gets named to be the ambassador to the UK instead, which is really not, it's something that's normally given to like a political person. She's extremely unpolitical, just a state, just an expert on the Middle East and Russia. And it's just a lot of like twists and turns, and it's very funny, but then also will be serious. And it has some West Wing alums in it. Specifically, if anybody was a West Wing fan, I'm trying to remember the actress that played the press secretary, CJ. She plays Allison Janney. She plays the vice president, who becomes a very important character in the show as it goes on. And then, God, what is his name? He's the dad in Get Out. It's like this
name. Fuck the actor.
This like I would have voted for Obama a third time if I could have that guy.
Yeah, like the actor name. I know what you're talking about, but I just don't
so he's in the West. He's one of the main characters of the West Wing. He plays the second husband. He plays the husband of the vice president, and Bradley Whitford. That's his name. I just remembered it.
There we go.
Anyway, yeah. So and they're so good in it, and yeah, it's a really good cast. The Prime Minister is played by the same actor that played the Prime Minister in the pilot episode of Black Mirror, and he's really good. He's very, very good in it. So yeah, good show. So I finished that and was like, I'm feeling a need for something political. So I'm rewatching Veep, which is, I mean, I would say a perfect TV show. I love Veep so much. This is only my second time to watch it, but I watched it like when it was coming out. Now I'm watching it, just binging it. I'm in the second season, but yeah, so I've been watching Veep again, and it's just so delightful. It's so fun, and it's so sad that I would 100% take Selena Meyer as president right now. With in a heartbeat, as evil and bad as she is in that show, I'm like, no, still a vast improvement.
At least she's like a competent human being. Like,
yeah. But anyway, so I'm loving Veep. Super good show. I just recently finished. Well, I didn't finish it. It just, the season finale just ended. The morning show on Apple TV.
Oh, right. Okay. Nice.
So we are a Google house. I don't have any Apple products except for my son has he has a hand-me-down iPad, and my son does, that he does art on. And then, but my father-in-law is a super Apple person, and he has like the Apple Pro. I don't know what he has, but whatever he has, he's able to add like 7 family members. Well, he has like a pro version of their stuff because he's wealthy. Okay. And so he just was like, hey, do you want to be in my Apple family so you can watch Apple Plus and use Apple Music? I'm like, yeah. So
that's a good family member. That's really nice. Aww.
Yeah. So he's very nice, very generous. So
that's awesome.
So anyway, the morning show is awesome. I really like it a lot. Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. Very good show.
Jennifer Aniston, when she really tries, she's actually a good actress. I think
she's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like it was. I think for a long time it was just kind of jokey of like, oh, Jennifer Aniston, only please Jennifer Aniston or Rachel Green. But it's like, No, when she actually tries, she's actually like really fucking good.
When
Like,
people give her a good role, I mean,
Yeah.
Horrible Boss, she's so good in Horrible Bosses.
Oh, yeah. She was good in there was this indie movie she was in from I think 1999 or 2000. It was this drama where she's like this woman that works as a sales clerk in a store, and I don't remember the name, but she's fucking incredible in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and she's great in Office Space. Like, yeah, when she,
Oh yeah, she's wonderful. She's a great comedic actress. And then speaking of Apple, Pluribus, I'm in love with Pluribus.
Ooh, nice. I have not watched
season.
it, but I
The
will.
season finale was last night, I think.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I haven't
Nice.
watched it yet. I've got to go watch it soon.
I'm gonna watch that soon because I mean it's Vince Gilligan, and like I haven't seen every single Vince Gilligan thing, but I do love Vince Gilligan because I love
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, and I'm especially a big fan of a
Ray
lot of
Seahorn.
Vince. What I was gonna say was I'm a big fan of a lot of Vince Gilligan stuff from the X-Files.
Yes.
his episodes that he wrote and directed are fucking excellent.
They are. They're some of the best episodes of the series.
Yeah. Like literally, my favorite X-Files episode of all time is a Vince Gilligan written episode, and it's hilarious.
I have a very important question for Kerry.
Yes.
Kerry, sell me Pluribus. I need you to tell me why I should watch this show. Because I keep seeing this show, and I keep seeing people talk about this show, but I don't know anything about this show.
Well, so I don't want to tell you too much about it because when you find out what it really is, but basically I don't think it's a big spoiler because you find out in the first episode, essentially there's an alien virus that turns everyone on Earth into a hive mind.
Oh,
except for the main character. And I'm lying to you also, but that's all you need to know.
Yep.
Okay.
And so it's like, and this alien race is like benevolent. They like don't want to harm people. They don't want to hurt. They don't even want to hurt animals. They're vegetarian, but they really want her to join them, and they want her to be happy. And so they basically just will do whatever. And she is not dealing with it well. Something happens in the first episode that has her in it. Somebody dies and leaves her in a state of extreme grief. And she is in mourning in the show. And you realize, like, you're watching it and you kind of will forget sometimes that over the course of like 8 episodes, it's only been like 5 days since this horrific thing happened. And then because you'll get to where you're judging her for how mean she is, because she's really just horribly mean to these really nice aliens and you're like, well, first of all, this horrible thing happened. Second of all, they've essentially erased the idea of individuality.
Yeah, okay.
So you can see why she's upset about it. But it's an incredibly good show. And it's I'm a big Vince Gilligan fan. Like I said, The X-Files, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul is one of my favorite shows.
This all sounds like a big anti-communism allegory and whatnot.
Yeah, it's not I don't know that. I mean, that might be what he's doing. I don't get anything. I don't get that so much as it's just about the importance of choice.
Yeah.
But it's really just like, it's about grief also. That's definitely a big part of it. Rhea Seehorn is the actress that plays the main character, and she is the female lead in Better Call Saul. And she's the best. I mean, she's, I think, one of the best things about Better Call Saul. And she just shines in this show. She has so much range and she's so good in it. It's great to see her in it. And it's really neat. And I love post-apocalyptic stuff. And it's that, but it's post-apocalyptic if the aliens then took really good care of the planet and everybody's happy. But it's like, because people, all those individuals are still there. They're just in a hive mind now, and they're all very content to be in the hive mind as far as we know. And so that's my sell on it. I don't want to say anything more about it because I don't want to spoil anything. It's not what the trailers maybe would make you think it is, I think.
Okay.
But yeah.
And Desiree, do you have any TV?
Yes, mostly the online stuff, mostly YouTube stuff. Yeah, I have hooked into my veins and super obsessed with the new Critical Role season 4.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, it's Matt Mercer is one of the players, and Brendan Lee Mulligan is the DM.
Nice.
And shenanigans and chaos and drama has ensued that I'm hooked, and I will watch it every Wednesday night. And this is the first time I've ever watched been interested in a full Critical Role anything. And also I've been watching The Amazing Digital Circus. It's
Yeah.
just dropped a couple days ago, and I've been watching reactions to it and just loving the. I am full of Schadenfreude.
Now, so you can say it's a TV show because that does air on Netflix. So that is TV show.
Yeah. Yeah, the latest episode is a trip.
Next episode is a trip.
In the most literal sense. And also, I think that's about it. I don't watch much.
What?
I don't watch much terrestrial TV. All of it's YouTube and whatnot. There was a new Bad Movie Bible episode on YouTube, all about the top 10 best worst martial arts movies.
Ooh.
Yeah, I highly recommend Bad Movie Bible's channel. He does an amazing breakdown and categorizing of all the ripoff, Conan the Barbarian, Terminator, Alien, and a bunch of other stuff. Like before the last one he did a 2-episode about Mad Max and all of its ripoffs and regional ripoffs and whatnot.
Exploitation, which, oh my god, yes.
And what else? Yeah, and one of my favorite YouTube group channel, Grinding Gear, they finished Final Fantasy IV for the first time. And believe it or not, the ATB system completely caught them off guard. And it is fun watching them having to deal with it. They are mainly Final Fantasy XIV and like World of Warcraft and a bunch of other game YouTubers. And they've been going through the Final Fantasies from 1 to 4 right now.
Okay.
For the first time, they haven't played any of them except I think one of them has played like 12 and the other one has played 10. So they've played all of Final Fantasy XIV and they are now going back from 1 current in Final Fantasy and streaming playthroughs.
One day I'll play those older games. Today's not that day though.
Right.
All right.
Kyle, do you have some TV?
Actually, I know you said earlier, no anime, but I'm sorry to say it. The only TV I've been watching is actually just been anime. I've been in a real anime mood this year. I've been watching. I was gonna say though, the one thing I actually just started watching because I watched the pilot episode for it last year because I was like, I want to feel this out. I want to make sure that if I'm gonna commit to a new series, like if it's actually gonna be good. I watched the pilot of it last year, but I'm starting to watch the rest of the first season this year of the new Matlock reboot starring Kathy Bates. So here's the weird thing, and I feel like a lot of people might just kind of misjudge it and like say, oh, it's just a reboot, but, it's a thing made for old people, blah, blah, blah. But, like, the new Matlock is fucking excellent. Like, holy shit. They took something that I feel like people really judged, off as, like, it's a procedural for old people, but, like, the new Matlock with Kathy Bates is fucking excellent, and it's so goddamn good. It's excellent. Like,
yeah, I've heard that.
I watched the pilot episode last year and I was really impressed, and I've watched the second episode of the first season. The second season is currently airing right now, and I'm just starting to watch the first season, and holy shit, this is probably one of the best modern remakes of something that I've seen in a long time for like a TV series or just anything. Like, it's really made a series for like a new audience. It's not just for quote unquote like, oh, old people. Like, if you're a fan of procedurals at all, if you're a fan of
Columbo, Beretta,
like
all those,
procedurals, but also just like a lot of the political commentary for this new Matlock is also really interesting because like it talks about a pretty nasty thing that's been going on for years now, the opioid crisis. It's really good. The characters are great, and Kathy Bates is fucking fantastic as always. She's a queen. She's amazing, and I'm really impressed with the series. So, the only TV show thing I've really been watching lately of TV in general is, aside from, like, comfort food stuff that I'm just, like, I'm not seriously watching, I'm just watching it for comfort food reasons, is, the new Matlock. Yeah, everything else I've been watching is anime. But, sorry, as you were going on, Mike?
Please, mention your anime, too. Before you go to your anime, we just want to say, editor, cue that jingle.
Jingle jangle. Joe's Anime Corner. I watch a lot of anime.
Okay, so, what I've been watching. So, I've talked about this, I think, a few times. Well, not really a few times, but, like, I think the last time I was on the show, I mentioned starting it. I'm in the middle of it now, but I've been watching Mobile Suit Gundam's like the Mobile Suit Gundam, or I like to call it Mobile Suit Gundam 79. I know that's a bit of a nickname for it because it's, it aired in 1979. It's the first ever Gundam thing, TV series.
Yeah, a lot of people call it Grandpa Gundam.
Yeah, Grandpa Gundam. Anyways, I'm in the middle of that. So, yeah, I'm actually doing the kind of weirder thing, which I know for most people, they tend to say just watch the movies. But I'm actually watching the full TV series, and I'm actually really enjoying it, which is amazing for me because I thought I didn't like mecha stuff.
Nice.
Mobile Suit Gundam is good shit, and I'm in the middle of it. I'm entering the episode 20 area right now. I'm going to be on episode 21 soon.
Are you in space, or are you at Odessa?
It's not in my brain right now. I'll have to come back to that later. Anyways, Mobile Suit Gundam is really good. Other things that I've been watching,
If I may suggest about Gundam, you should listen to the Great Gundam Project podcast as a companion.
Okay.
It's to non-binary communists, they would call themselves, and they have been watching two episodes Gundam,
Okay.
or they have gone from original Gundam. They are now up to Gundam Build Fighters.
Cool. Send me a link. Yeah, I've been catching up on some anime stuff. I've also been watching, I mentioned this a little earlier in the year, earlier, like in the autumn. I might have mentioned this last time I was on, but I have started watching City, the animation, a really cute comedy series by Kyoto Animation. The manga author of City is the same author of Nichijou, which is another really funny series that I enjoy. And City, the animation is super cute. I haven't had any serious laughs like I did with Nichijou, but I'm still liking it. City is very cute. I'm also watching The Summer Hikaru Died, which is a really great, cool, queer horror series that's very explicitly queer. The way Hikaru acts as a person is very outwardly queer, so it's really good stuff. It's a coming-of-age horror series. It's really well done, really great animation, really cool anime. I believe it's getting a second season next year, so that'll be cool. But yeah, Summer Hikaru Died, great series. As well as, I'm watching the Ghost in the Shell standalone complex TV series from the early 2000s.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the director who did that series in the second season of Standalone Complex. Kenji Yamada, I think it is. I might be getting that wrong. But anyway, I liked a lot of the stuff he's done, especially his TV series. I liked that show. I actually have never seen Moribito, but I want to watch Moribito. I have seen Eden of the East, and I love that series. But yeah, I'm in the middle of rewatching Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. Fantastic series. What else? I'm also, as a little side thing of anime stuff I've been watching, gotten into watching a bit of a weird thing because it's an anime. It's an anime about a very Canadian story. I have been watching both the new anime of the story and the 1979 series directed by Isao. Sorry, he didn't direct every episode, but he's the showrunner of it. Showrun by Isao Takahata. I've been watching the 1979 and the 2025 anime series Anne of Green Gables. Yes, there are multiple anime about Anne of Green Gables, and the 2025 series is called Anne Shirley, and the 1979 series is just simply called Anne of Green Gables, and I've been watching them both, and they're both very pleasant and very nice. I really enjoy them. I am familiar with Anne of Green Gables. It's a pretty famous Canadian story. I mean, it takes place in Prince Edward Island, a province in Canada, and it's a nice little series. That's actually pretty much of all the anime I've been watching. Just a lot of really nice shows.
What's it called?
Which one?
Anne of Green Gables?
Yeah, the original story is called Anne of Green Gables. It's a famous Canadian story. It's about a character named Anne Shirley, written by I can't remember the author's name. She's a fictional character. Yeah, Anne of Green Gables. And the two anime series are from 1979, Anne of Green Gables, and the modern series from 2025 is Anne A-N-N-E Shirley. Anne Shirley.
Yeah, the 70s were a really big time for
literature.
Well, for Ghibli, I think it's
Yeah.
Ghibli work that they
Well,
did a bit this
it
series
was
called
before
World.
Ghibli. It was before Ghibli.
Yeah, they did this thing called World Masterpiece Theater. They
That
had
was that also wasn't all Ghibli too. Like that was some staff of Ghibli, but it wasn't like Ghibli before Ghibli. It was just a few people. So like
yeah, they did Heidi of the Alps and
Yep. Oh,
Pippi
yeah.
Longstocking, I think.
Yep, they did a Pippi Longstocking movie. They did a couple of different like famous like children's literature anime.
Yeah, The Little Prince and Belle and Sebastian, I think,
Yep.
are one of them.
Yep, I believe so.
Right. And Kerry, do you have any anime?
The only anime I think I have to say is my favorite anime, Cowboy Bebop. I was talking about watching shows with my son. We just finished watching through Bebop with him
Nice.
about a month ago. And
did you watch the movie?
We did. Yeah, I actually bought the movies so we could on DVD so we could watch it. And
Nice.
I never and even though Bebop is my favorite anime, I had actually never seen the movie. So that was great. And my wife had never seen Bebop at all. And
good.
both my wife and my son really loved the show. So and the movie. And yeah, and I was really happy at the movie. I liked it a lot. We actually watched it where it falls chronologically in the show in between episodes 22 and 23. So and yeah, I mean, I had to stop and explain things sometimes to both of them because there's a lot of some stuff I think is not quite as explained. But so yeah, that's it. I'm not as I'm not a huge anime person, but
Of course.
and I don't watch it regularly. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, I have one quick one. I started Dragon Ball Super finally.
Oh, nice.
Finished Daima,
Yeah.
I think, last month. I took a break and now I'm ready to start Super. So I'm trying to get all the Dragon Ball stuff to prove a point when Barry, we did the Dragon Ball movies and we finished we finished Superhero and he's like, there's plenty of Dragon Ball stuff you haven't watched. Because I was upset there weren't any new movies left. So now I took that as a challenge and I'm going through everything. But I'm only like 6-7 episodes in. I'm still in the Beerus arc, but it's good.
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
having a really good time with it. And Joe, what about you?
So I've got a couple weird ones. So one is specifically for Mike. I want Mike to go watch it. Mike's a big fan of Delicious in Dungeon. One that I've been watching is called Campfire Cooking. I fucking hate these long fucking names. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. And basically it's basically about this guy that gets isekai'd and he does not want to fight. So he's like, can you just give me a bunch of cooking abilities? So he ends up cooking and ends up attracting a giant wolf god. And then he has a little slime daughter. And they have a little pixie dragon boy. And they're supposed to be a cute little family, which is really gay. And
Isn't he also able to order stuff from Amazon or something? Or is that
Yes.
another isekai? Yeah.
No, that's it. He's able to order stuff off of Amazon so he's able to like, oh man, I have all this meat. I'll order like seasonings and a bunch of other stuff off of Amazon. Or it's some weird Japanese equivalent of like DoorDash where they also he can order food and he can order spices and he'll sometimes order beer for himself. But if you like Delicious in Dungeon, I recommend this one because basically all he does is cook monster parts and is like, oh man, I sure do love making this chicken made of a giant bird because this giant dumbass wolf wanted to fight a giant bird.
Maybe I should check it out then, because I'm excited waiting for the rest of the Delicious in Dungeon so I can finish it. But
Yeah, isn't there another isekai thing about a handyman in another world?
Yes, there's also that one too. That one's actually
There's
really
like
funny.
a million isekai. There's probably an isekai for fucking everything. Oh my god.
There's an isekai where the guy's a vending machine.
There's also an isekai back in the days after Mobile Suit Gundam called Aura Battler Dunbine, by
Also done by the same Gundam guy, Tomino.
there's a ton. And Joe, any other ones?
Yes, there is one specific anime which is going to confuse the shit out of you called May I Ask for One Final Thing. That one just ended today, actually, and it's about a girl the girl's basically Tifa. She's a princess and she can punch the shit out of people. Really great comedy where she does not like people being mistreated and she is royalty. So she is given a blessing to stop time from the goddess. So now she's able to whoop ass.
Yeah, she's able to throw hands.
She's able to throw hands hardcore. And then my final one, which is for everyone here, if you go to Amazon, you can go look up Santa, which is an anime about a young boy who is able to turn to Santa Claus. And they're in the middle of a post-apocalyptic future where the child rate is below 1%. And every child in Japan goes to an academy. And this girl goes, hey, my friend is missing. I need you to go look for her. And he's like, okay, how do I do that? So I need you to wear this red jacket, turn to Santa. And he's like, I'm not doing that because I feel like it's a bad news bears. So she stabs him in the heart,
Oh, shit.
and he becomes Santa Claus.
I heard
And
about the show. It's supposed to be really fun.
Yeah, but it does get weird. It's also made by the guy that made or not guy. I apologize. It's made by the woman who made Beastars.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, but
Isn't she
yeah,
the daughter of fucking the guy who makes?
Oh, Baki the Grappler.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Baki the Grappler. Sorry.
yeah, she's the daughter of the guy who makes Bucky the Grappler. So her
Oh my
writing is
God.
also really fucking weird and goofy. But if you need an interesting Santa Claus anime, it literally ended like last night, so you can watch it. It does get kind of weird, though. I will admit that. But that's all my anime.
And Desiree, do you have any?
Yes, for the same podcast I was talking about earlier, their Discord has a watch along with whatever they're watching this section. So I watched with a big group. I watched Gundam Build Fighters and their backup for the season, Escaflowne.
Yeah, I love Escaflowne.
And we just finished watching the Escaflowne movie last week. Yeah, I caught up on that. It's the first time I ever watched Escaflowne all the way through. I used to watch it on Fox Kids. It was one of those that came out and
That's
had
a terrible dub.
Yeah, we watched it sub, so
Good.
and I can't think of anything else. You basically combo broke me, and
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, let's go to plugs then. And Kerry, where can people find you at?
Hey, I'm Kerooseta, Kerooseta on Twitch, YouTube, Discord. I modify and repair video game consoles occasionally. More often, I just stream whatever I'm playing. So a lot of Dark Souls, Elden Ring, things like that. So check it out.
And Kyle.
You can find me on my very own podcast at the Unidentified Flying Obsession Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And you can find me posting about random musings and bullshit on Blue Sky at chibufo.bsky.social.
And Desiree.
Yeah, I'm Desiree Korruption. I used to stream and probably will stream again. Just random, like I will start streaming the single player stuff I want to get through, just to give me a little extra kick to get through it and do stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do at twitch.tv/Desiree Korruption.
All right, and if you enjoyed this episode or 900 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comics. If you want to hear the rest of our What Are You Playing, we've been doing this for over 4 or 5 years. I forget how, it's been a while. But you will see, no, not 5 years. You will see all of what we've done in the show notes, so check that out. If you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon, little dog. You vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month. I'm going back to 2 next month. I already got a plan, so at least for 1 month. I'm trying. And if you donate $10 or more, I will give you a shout out to your podcast on YouTube, like these lovely people. Phoebe Stanton, the Let's Play Princess on YouTube and Twitch, and has her own podcast, Nerds Broadcast. And check out Zach from absolutely the best podcast of Work in Progress, talking about the MC movies, MCU adjacent movies, and they are currently doing the Alien Predator franchise. And check out Gamer Looks at 40 with Bill Tucker. And also want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro creator, Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And please join our Discord if you want to be a part of the show. If you want to suggest things for the show, we have a Discord. It's free. You'll see a link in the show notes, or just lurk. I don't care. I'm just happy to see that number go up. So join the Discord, and please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, and rate and review our podcast. I think that's everything I need to say. So we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, everybody.